It's Friday night in Mineral Ridge. The lights are on, the stands are packed, and the tradition of high school football is alive and well. Welcome to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Just Football with Matt Emch. Get ready for hard hits, big plays, and all the pageantry that only Friday night football can deliver.
The Friday night lights are shining in Mineral Ridge, Ohio. Welcome into Easy Whittaker Field at Joe Lane Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting, brought to you by our friends at Just Football with Matt Emch here on YouTube. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. And Matt, it was a nice win last week for the Mineral Ridge Rams over the Conneaut Spartans by the score of 37-24. Big first half for the Rams, and then able to hold off Conneaut in the second half. Second quarter, big couple of nice touchdown passes for Ethan Deli, and then big nights from both Chandler Bussey and Preston Holbrook on the ground.
It really was a great night for the Rams, a bounce back game of revenge and, being able to have a game of redemption for themselves, if you will, of, not playing very well at all, getting their hides tanned the last time you were here. And then you were at the Phantoms calling their game, and I had Tony Romo, not the Cowboy, but a very excellent game caller anyway. And Tony and I got to not only witness that redemption game, but call it. And, I was extremely impressed. All around, Coach Hake addressed the offense, the defense, and special teams. And aside from the beginning of the first quarter, I mean, it was all Rams the entire game.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the rushing yards, Mineral Ridge with a 271 to 179 edge. Conneaut able to get close to 200 through the air, but a lot of that was in the fourth quarter when they were trying to make their comeback. Mineral Ridge ended up with just a slight edge in total yardage, edging out the Spartans by 14. But, Matt, the one turnover each way, lots of penalties for Conneaut. Mineral Ridge with the edge in time of possession. So, I mean, and only one punt for each team all night. So, very successful night for the offenses. Defense probably left a little bit to be desired, but, I'm sure Coach Andy Hake doesn't want a too perfect of a night. You want to have something to look at on film on Saturday morning.
Absolutely. There's never going to be perfection. There's just going to be a team hopefully doing better and better each weekend and week out. Let's remember, there's no perfection regardless. You can just get better as the weeks progress. There's always somebody better than you. So just make sure that you're doing the best you can. You learn from the losses and from the wins. Especially, you will be learning from whatever you did not do well on Saturdays with film. I've been there many times, praised and ripped apart. So if you can take that away and learn and be positive about it, you're only going to help your team and yourself that much better.
So speaking of Coach Andy Hake, we're going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout. And when we come back here for the pregame show, we're going to hear from head coach Andy Hake. We're going to hear from Jackson Milton head coach Brian Shaner. So you are listening to the pregame show for the Mineral Ridge Tire and Auto Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
I am excited. Today is the first season opener of Just Football with Matt Emch, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. We have a great show for you guys tonight. We're going to open up and go right into it. We have Brian Shaner, the new head coach of the Jackson Milton Blue Jays, who is going to join us in 1 second. Hey, Coach, how are you?
Good. How you doing, man?
Welcome to the show. It's good to see you. You look great. I haven't seen you in a while. How are things with Jackson Milton? How is it being at a new program?
We're enjoying ourselves. We got some great kids, great coaching staff, great community. Again, we are enjoying ourselves. It's football, man. Small school football, and it's a roller coaster of emotions each and every day. But we're doing really well.
Excellent, excellent. So getting right into again, taking over the program. You have obviously a lot of guys that you brought with you. Um, so tell me real quick about the staff that you have there.
I was lucky to bring a lot of my guys with me. We know I lost Coach Allen. He's over at Harding doing his thing over
Hmm.
there, and he's a
Yeah.
brother of mine. But I was lucky enough to get Coach Marsco to come over and do our defense. Coach Calderon has always been a right hand man with me, no matter where I put him. Coach Blazino on the O line, he's been with me, for a while now, and he's one of the best going. Coach Hogue was at Falls. He came over doing a really, really good job. Coach Riley, he's with me at Ridge, and he came over. Uh, and Coach G was there last year. So I got a really good staff, guys that are really loyal to our kids, and they do a real good job for us. And again, loyalty to me is the key to the whole thing. And these guys are
Hmm.
really loyal to the program.
Excellent. So jumping right into this week, a huge game. You guys are undefeated. Congratulations. You guys are opening up with league play, which is so important. And the Rams are 2-1. As I said, you're 3-0. Tell me a little bit about how you guys think that you match up with this team at Mineral Ridge.
Well, one thing we struggle to match up with is numbers. They got
Mhm.
an army of players over there.
Yeah, they do.
The message is they got to put 11 out, just like we have to put 11 guys out on the field. And I can be honest, I don't know how we're going to match up because we haven't played a full real game of football yet. It's like we'll play a half of medium brand of football for 4 quarters. It's going to be a really good football game. And again, that's on us, and I don't shy away from it. I think if we fix us and we play consistent, we play how we're coached to play, it's going to be a really good game.
So offensively, looking at the Ridge Rams, what do you think you guys have to do to slow that offense down?
We have to be physical. We have to master physicality because they do. They want to punch you in the mouth. They have a very physical brand of football. They come right at you. They don't shy away from it. So we have to be able to stand in the middle of a ring with them and take those body blows that they send at you and give them right back. You can't back down against a team like that wants to run power and they want to come right at your face. Uh, our guys know that. They know we have to be ready for that kind of game this Friday. And
Right.
again, I wish I could tell you right now. I know we're up to that challenge. I want to believe we are, but again, we haven't been that consistent enough for me to tell you that we're going to be able to stand in a ring in a heavyweight fight. But we know what they're going to do, and we got to be willing to stand there and take it and give it.
Looking at the other side of the ball, where do you see your strengths offensively and what you think if you do your job, obviously, offensively, how you can attack that defense?
See, that's the key. We'll have great drives, and we'll have 3 holding calls or a false start call. Or I think our inconsistencies more on the offensive side. I think Coach Marsco has our defense playing very sound. I think we tackle pretty well. We run to the ball pretty well, but on offense, myself in particular, I got to do a better job of cleaning up the offense. We just have too many drive stalling penalties, too many, whether it's a drop pass, whether it's a miscue on a read. I really had to kind of zone in this week and get better at the little things. So hopefully it worked, and we go out and we perform a little bit better on offense.
Well, I won't spend too much time on it, but I've got to, touch on my favorite part, my brethren, the offensive and defensive lines. Ridge, I've had the opportunity to see them for 3 games, and, they have some big boys up on both sides. How do you think you guys match up with the Rams?
They're big. They're big. They're physical. They play a brand of football, and I think we're big. I think we have potential to be physical. How consistent are we? We're going to see Friday. The challenge is out there. People want to say you're 3-0. I don't know if we feel like we're 3-0. I think we have a real test in front of us. I think we're going to see what kind of football team we have on Friday. But again, if we play our style of football, how we
The Blue Jay faithful, what would you say to them about Friday's game?
Well, number one, I'd like to thank them for taking me in with open arms and supporting this football team. And the way they've come out the first 3 weeks, it's been exciting. I just say come out, support the boys. This is a big game. It's league play. It ain't because it's Ridge. It's not. It's league play. And when you set high goals and high expectations and things you want to do, it should always come back to the league. And there's a lot of parity in the league this year. There's a lot of teams fighting to get to the top, and it starts with this first league game, and it just happens to be Ridge, and we have to be willing to go in on the road and play in that kind of a hostile environment and play well.
All right. Well, Coach, good luck on Friday. We'll see you there. We're calling the game, obviously, and it'll be really exciting. Have a great night, Coach.
Oh, you too. Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. That is Brian Shaner, the head coach of the Jackson Milton Blue Jays. We wish him the best of luck for Friday. And coming up just Matt Emch here, Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch on YouTube. Andy Hake, head coach of the Mineral Ridge Rams. How you doing today, Coach?
Hey, it's nice to hear from you, Matt. How's everything going, bud?
Things are going good. We have a busy week here today, and we're doing our first Just Football with Matt M show here. So it's good to have you on here as well as for this going on pregame on Friday. Huge game last week. You guys, man, what a way to turn things around from the week before and just absolutely look fabulous. Your thoughts and views on last week's game?
Well, it's good to hear from you, number one. And number two, it's good to get a win. I'll tell you what, our boys really came out and rebounded well and met the challenge because Conneaut was big. When they came, they were, I was shell shocked how big they were in person.
Mm-hmm.
And I told our guys we're going to have to give great effort or things are going to go sideways real quick because they're big and they're athletic. They're as athletic as any team we're probably going to see all year in the skill positions. But our guys rose to the occasion and really came out and hit with them well. I was really pleased with the hitting. And then from there we executed. We made a lot of mistakes, but we were able to capitalize on some field position, and they turned the ball over and, it was 8-6. And then we stopped them on a drive and went down and scored again and really got momentum at that point. And I think the halftime score was 31-6. And we got to do a better job in the second half coming out and really asserting ourselves. They got the ball in a long drive and scored, and that was our opportunity to stop them and score and get the clock running. And we didn't take advantage of that. And we were working on some things, but when you're working on things, it doesn't mean you quit playing hard. And we kind of had a lapse in our play, and then we finished them off. But it was something where we need to play 4 quarters.
Well, I agree with you. There are some things, obviously, that you're going to have to improve on, but coming back again and having such a big win, obviously huge for the boys and the staff, huge for the Mineral Ridge faithful and everyone else supporting the team. And it's going to be that way the whole year. Obviously,
Sure.
you guys are always going to have to improve. It doesn't matter how good you are, you always need to improve because there's always somebody better than you. But man, what a way to come back, and we absolutely loved calling the game, seeing that. Moving
it was probably
on,
a fun game to call because we had some big plays in the game where and our kids are finding themselves. I can't stress enough how many new guys we have on this team that haven't played for years or maybe haven't played at all. And like all 4 of our tight ends weren't on the roster last year, and that's Gavin Harding and Jackson Geddes and we have Dax Dota and Phoenix Walker. None of those guys didn't play last year. I used Nick Anderson at some tight end. He hasn't played since he was in 3rd grade.
Wow.
Our guys, they're finding themselves, and they're finding their steel, and it takes you a little bit to find your steel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just proud of them because they're being very coachable down here every day. And, we don't got to walk on eggshells around them. They're being grown-ups about things. I tell the kids, guys that play for the Cleveland Browns probably aren't as, you got to talk to those guys probably like babies half the damn time. Our guys, you don't have to do that.
All right, thank you to both head coaches. We are ready for kickoff. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram football game of the week. Braylon Calgar with the run-up, and he will drive it deep. Hauled in by the Blue Jays at the 3-yard line. They'll bring it ahead to the 15 and get rammed up inside the 20, just at about the 17. Waiting to see who gets off the pile, the bottom of the pile there for the Blue Jays. Looks like might have been number, I believe it was 16. If there
I
is
got to put my glasses on.
16. I believe it was Leo Hines on the return. Very nice kick for Braylon Calgar. And they are going to put it down at the 18-yard line for Jackson Milton to put it into action, 1st and 10. They will open up in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, twins to the right, but going right up the middle with it, David Osborne, and he will spin forward to the 25-yard line. We'll call that a gain of 7 on 1st down and make it 2nd and 3.
I'm really interested to see which defense shows up in this first series. The one we saw the first 2 games or the one that me and Tony saw last week, because they were dominating.
Shotgun again for the Blue Jays. 3 wide receivers, twins to the right. They bring a man in motion. They'll hand it off to Osborne again. This time he gets met at the line of scrimmage. And 5 will get you 10, but we have maybe some pushing and shoving down there in the secondary, Matt, but 5 will get you 10. Kamani Johnson-Whitford was in there on the tackle because that one was stopped at the line of scrimmage on the near side.
Well, let me tell you something. Kamani has been doing an absolutely bang-up job in there at defensive line. He is actually, I would say, the anchor of this defensive line this year, even more so than Chase Moore. And Chase is doing amazing, by the way. Both sides of the ball, playing both ways. He's lights out, but man, Kamani is just absolutely phenomenal.
And Matt, we had a personal foul there in the secondary on the Rams. So they're going to bring the ball up to the 39-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. And they were going to bring it to Hines on the jet sweep here as they went quickly on the line of scrimmage. And, Matt, that is going nowhere. I see Preston Holbrook there. I see number 11,
Christian
Dunlap as well, string that out to the near side.
Beautifully. When we get down the line of scrimmage, never got upfield too much. Their pursuit was perfect.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 as Jack McDevitt, the quarterback for this Blue Jays offense, wasting absolutely no time getting to see the line of scrimmage. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, twins left, hand off to Osborne again. He'll get off left tackle. He has 5. He gets to the 45, and that is where he will be stopped after a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and about 3.
They get good players there at Jackson Milton. They got a coach that absolutely knows what he's doing in Coach Shaner. So I'm really interested to see how this works out tonight.
Check that, Matt. Is 3rd and 4. Ball at the Blue Jays 45-yard line. There's the snap, and McDevitt is going to roll to the left. And that was a design keep, and that is blown up in the backfield.
Great
Loss
job.
Of 5 on the play, and 4th down is upcoming.
Justin Sudetic got through that line of scrimmage, on a slant or a pinch. He read it beautifully. He was too quick for him, and he just swallowed him up.
4th and 9, and it looks like the Blue Jays are going to line up in punting formation. Looks like Raiden Rossi is going to drop back to do the honors for the Blue Jays. Owen Silak backing up to his own 25 and now the 24.
Owen Silak, one of our players of the game last week, he was awesome.
Low snap, Rossi able to get it off, and Silak will haul it in at the 27-yard line. Cuts to the far side of the field. At the 40, at the 45, 50. 45, breaks a tackle. At the 40, ripped down there.
He almost broke that one. I'm going to tell you what, he also got the ball out of the backfield last week. I could not believe or get over how fast he hit the hole. His speed is incredible. We've seen him only on defense the last couple of years, Matt. We're going to see a lot of him on O.
So, Matt, that was almost, in fact, I think it was a net of 0 on the punt. The punt was kicked from the 40. It was returned to the 40. A net yardage of 0 on the punt. 33-yard return for Owen Silak. 1st and 10 for the Rams at the Blue Jays 40-yard line. 9:08 remaining in the first quarter. And we are scoreless as we check that Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard here on the Rams' first possession. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, tight end coming in motion, and check that taking the jet sweep is Caden Schaefer. Turns the corner, gets the 35, falls down to the 32-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 8, Matt. And there he is, Mighty Mouse again.
Yeah, and I'm telling you what, Mighty Mouse, we named him. And again, I always have to say this, preface it. It's not an insult, everybody. It is a compliment. He is only 5'6", 155 pounds wet, but he is a monster, breaking tackles of guys 3 times his size.
Bingham in the shotgun. Sidecar to the right is Holbrook. Tight end left, 3 wide receivers, twins to the right. Brings Schaefer in motion again. They'll give it to him again on the jet sweep. Schaefer has the first down at the 30, 25, and that's where he's tackled. Coming across from a linebacker spot, one of the Blue Jays trying to get a number on it. That might have been Jack McDevitt, but first down for the Rams as Caden Schaefer got down to the 25-yard line on a gain of 6.
I think that was it was either Raiden Rossi or it was Jimmy Hogue. It was either 24 or 34. I couldn't tell.
See, I thought it was 12. Those Blue Jays, the sun is right in our face right here. And here we just have a tush push.
Wow.
And, Matt, the tush push goes for 5. As I'd be shocked if that wasn't Ethan Deli under center. But, no, it was Landon Bingham.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what. Deli last week got the ball many times and just ran with it. He was unstoppable.
Go ahead, Matt. 7:45 left in the first. We are scoreless. 2nd and 5 for the Rams. They're quickly to the line of scrimmage. Matt, they're lining up for the tush push again. And it is the tush push. And, Matt, I think we had a little bit of lean from one of the backs next to Bingham before the snap. I think this is going to be a false start.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you what, though, the last one, that wasn't a tush push. That was a butt whooping because they moved the entire defensive line, as you said, 5 yards back.
And it was indeed a false start in the backfield for Mineral Ridge. 7:30 and moving now on the first quarter clock. And it's just going to be 2nd and 10. Ball at the 25. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, twins to the left, double tight end, but it's a handoff up the middle to Preston Holbrook. Has a hole. 20, 15, 10, 5. Pulled down just before the goal line by Nick Below, the safety.
Wow, he hit that hole so hard. And you know what I've been wanting to say? He has been throwing mean blocks today, coming off just like he has the ball. I love how he runs. He runs like he's on defense, laying a hit. You're going to try and tackle me. I'm going to make you pay.
And, Matt, I don't know if we're going to see the tush push here, if we're going to see the Maryland eye, but it is 1st and goal. Ball at the 6:50 left on the clock, and Ridge is lining up for the tush push. Bingham under center, gets the snap. Holbrook comes in, pushes the pile across the goal line. Touchdown, Mineral Ridge.
Wow, I'm going to tell you what, that was an absolutely dominating series for the offense. They have not lost a step since the butt kicking last week. Wow, I am so impressed, Matt. The offensive line has been coming into their own, and wow, just Preston Holbrook has a rocket strapped to his back, but it's invisible.
Steven Gutierrez on to kick the extra point. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up. The kick is good! With 6:43 remaining in the first quarter, Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 7, Jackson Milton nothing. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive. Their mission is simple: honest, reliable, and reputable service in a family-oriented environment where you'll always feel informed and confident about your repair and maintenance needs. From new tires and oil changes to batteries, fluid pumps, and more, they value long-lasting relationships with their customers, community, and suppliers. Call 330-349-0111 or stop in today. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive, keeping you and your family on the road.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
5 plays, 40 yards, 2 minutes, 18 seconds, 1 yard touchdown run by Landon Brigham. And Braylon Calgar drives it deep.
Nice kick.
Grabbed at the 5 yard line by the Blue Jays, and then losing his footing at the 6. The return man, I believe, number 6, J.J. Fischel.
Yeah, he never really seemed confident when he caught it. Not a very big guy. I don't know how old he is. What's his name again?
Number 6, J.J. Fischel.
That is junior, 5'11", 155. So the size of Caden Schaefer, but he did not look confident. Like if he didn't drop, because he saw that Ram coming. I didn't see who it was, and he didn't drop. He was going to fumble that ball. He almost fumbled it falling down.
You know, Matt, I wonder if he was looking up and he got the sun in his eyes.
Could be.
He seemed to struggle with that catch. All right, shotgun for McDevitt. 3 wide receivers, sidecar to the right, brings the tight end in motion to the right. McDevitt's going to keep it, gets the corner, has the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, 30, 35, and hauled down.
Nice run.
Wow. With the tackle, Tanner Sharp, but a monster gain for Jack McDevitt as he gets spun down at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, thankfully.
For a gain of 31.
Tanner Sharp had that tackle because he was ready to run and rumble the entire way if he wasn't there.
And actually, Matt, they gave him the 39, so we'll call it a gain of 33. 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. Again, shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Handed off up the middle, and taking it right off of left guard is Osborne. He'll get across the 40 and up to the 44. We'll call it a gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and he got his helmet knocked off because Caleb Host put a nice hit on him. And we also got another Jackson Milton player down on the sidelines with his ankle. He looks like he is in a lot of pain. I can't see the number.
I cannot either. 2nd and 5 for the Blue Jays, ball at their own 44-yard line. McDevitt checking with the sideline. No huddle for the Blue Jays. They're going right to the line of scrimmage. McDevitt calling the play from a wristband. 3 wide receivers, tight end left, sidecar left. Twins to the left as well for McDevitt, who fakes the handoff and then goes off left tackle, crosses the 45, crosses the 50, 45, and then tackled down at the 43-yard line of the Rams. That is a pickup of 13 and a first down for the Blue Jays.
And that was Owen Silak that got the tackle. He had a help from somebody, but the son, you can blame that guy up there. That's keeping me from getting some of these numbers because it is really right in our eyes.
Yeah,
right
Matt,
now.
you and I are both struggling with the numbers right now. 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, twins right, tight end left, and sidecar left is Osborne. Takes the handoff up the middle, wrapped up by Holbrook, but still carried him forward to the 39-yard line.
That was actually Derek Rakic.
I saw 44, clear as day. Might have been both of them, but I saw Holbrook had him around the ankles.
PA guy it said Derek Rakic, but I agree. They probably get half and half there, Matty.
So, you know what, 24 and 44? Maybe they're struggling as much as we are seeing things right now. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers for the Blue Jays. McDevitt looks left, throws left, pass is caught by Hines on a little bubble screen, but he is wrapped up immediately by Dunlap, and I believe that is Chase Moore, the defensive end, getting out to the flat, Matt.
6'4", 200 and I think 75 or 85 pounds, everybody, and he just flew down the line of scrimmage and outran a special player. He is one heck of an athlete, and if he doesn't get a scholarship, I will be shocked.
Held to a gain of 1. Great hustle for the Rams. So 3rd and 5 for the Blue Jays. McDevitt checks with the sideline. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, twins left, tight end left. And now Osborne, the sidecar, will motion to the left as well. McDevitt gets the snap back to pass. Looking left, throwing left. Heaves it on a hope and a prayer. And jump ball. Is it intercepted? No, it's incomplete.
Hit the ground. And
Matt,
that was
great defensive work
Silac
by the wide receiver. Because Owen Silac had that ball, and Owen Silac, I love you, but if you were 3 inches taller, that's an
he would have
interception.
caught it, yeah. I'm going to tell you what, though. Owen Silac has been getting PT since he was a freshman, started as a sophomore, and is a junior. And I'm going to tell you what, he plays bigger than he is. He is one amazing player. He has really come a long way even from last year.
Matt, I'm pretty sure that was intended for Leo Hines. So 4th and 5, and Rossi to punt, standing at the 50. Standing at his own 10 is Silac. Rams looking at a punt safe. Rossi, however, gets the punt away. It is a beautiful spiral over the head of Silac, bounces at the 1 and rolls into the end zone for a touchback. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch back here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says 7-0 Mineral Ridge. Rams with the football at their own 20, their second possession. Shotgun for Bingham, and he's going to hand it off to Bussey. Off right guard. He'll get up to the 25, spin off a tackle, fall down at the 27-yard line. Nice run on first down for Chandler Bussey. It'll be 2nd and 3.
We had number 6, J.J. Fischel come on. Is there 12 players out there, Matt?
Oh, Matt, I got no
1,
idea
2,
at all.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. There's one guy that stepped off. They did have 12.
2nd and 3 for the Rams, 2:40 and moving on the first quarter clock. Shotgun for Bingham, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, sidecar to the right is Bussey. They're going to run the counter, and Bussey gets met in the backfield.
Wow.
He'll lose 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Nick Bulow, the senior outside linebacker, 6'3", 200 pounds, had a beautiful read, got him in the backfield. Oh, and that's not good on this player here on the sidelines being carried to the
Matt, no good there. Like you said, as the Blue Jays have a player being carried to the bench. That is 19, I think. No, I don't have a 19 on my roster.
18, that is 18.
Which I also don't.
Eli Handrich, a senior.
All right, 3rd and 5 for the Rams. Bingham in the shotgun, hands it off to Bussey on the wraparound. Oh, and he gets met at the 27-yard line.
Oh.
Matt, there was a hole there, but somebody cut through to make the tackle. Was it Sam Pugh, 21? Nope, Jack McDevitt, the quarterback.
Wow, did he put a shot on him? Whoa, ho, ho. That was a slobber knocker.
So 4th and 2, as they're going to give Bussy the 28-yard line. And, Matt, they're huddling up to go for it here. Or do you think that Bingham's going to poot? He's not deep enough for a pooch.
But yeah, I think they're going to go for it.
All right, 4th and 2. Bingham gets the snap, hands it off to Bussy off the right side, has the first down, 30, and knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Matt, Andy Hake rolling the dice.
Yep. It reminds me a little bit of the guy across the field from him who used to go for it quite a bit on 4th down.
I don't know if Brian Shaner would have gone for it at his own 28-yard line in the first quarter.
Questionable ones in the 2 years we watched him, but that offensive line is being so dominating. I had no doubt they would get that.
1st and 10 to 33. They fake the jet and keeping it up the middle, believe was Bingham, and he'll get out to the 38. So gain of 5 for Bingham. And, Matt, I hesitate on the quarterback runs because that's something we're used to seeing from Ethan Delly, not so much from Landon Bingham.
Right.
But, he added it a little bit last week, and now we're seeing it as almost a featured part of the game plan this week.
Yeah, and again, that is complete confidence in your offensive line to get the job done. Tackle was by Cole Capelli the last play.
Shotgun, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Sidecar to the right is Bussy. Bingham gets the snap and hands it off. No, check that. That's Holbrook up the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles.
Wow.
Holds 2 men across the 50 and to the 47-yard line. That is a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Yeah, you saw the 2 that were below. We couldn't see them until they hit the ground. Was Jack McDevitt being pulled on one of his legs.
And quickly back to the line of scrimmage are the Rams. And I believe it's Holbrook again getting across the 45 and down to the 43. We'll call it a gain of 4.
I think we got a timeout here. End of the first.
That is the end of a very quick first quarter. So Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 7 and Jackson Milton nothing. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch, the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurix Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Dunlap & Son Plumbing is a local business that repairs water and drain lines, and they are also state certified to install backflow devices. If you need installation for faucets, toilets, and water heaters, Dunlap & Son Plumbing are the ones to call. They are fully bonded and insured, offer a full 24-hour emergency service, and able to give you free estimates for all your plumbing needs. Call Dunlap & Son Plumbing at 330-718-8650 or 330-406-8820.
Matt Lipcsak, Matt Emch, back here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week. First play of the second quarter upcoming. Dunlap & Son Plumbing scoreboard says 7-0 Ridge, and it is a handoff to Caden Schaefer. Up the middle, Matt. We haven't seen Schaefer go up the middle. We have a late flag from the back judge. As it stands, it was a 2-yard gain for Schaefer up to the 41. We'll see what the flag is.
Nick Bulow had the tackle. Maybe he grabbed the face mask. Here we go. I told you.
Matt, you called it.
Yeah, number 15 grabbed a little too much of the wrong place. And you try as a defender. I played both ways in high school 2 years, and when you grab the face mask, you're like, oh, God, I'm going to let go, but you can't.
So that'll bring the ball down to the 24-yard line. It's Deli in at quarterback. He's going to take it on the keeper. Had Holbrook as a lead blocker,
Another
but
flag.
Deli only gets to the 19-yard line. And, Matt, we've got some laundry on the play, and I see
Holding.
the umpire indicating holding.
Yeah, that was definitely, and there's only one place that could have came from was back behind the line. So 9 out of 10 times it's going against the offense.
So 10-yard penalty on the hold, and we will repeat first down. Bring the ball back to the 34-yard line.
Sun is almost to the trees.
Matt, maybe another 20 minutes or so we can get that sun behind the ridge and be able to see it a little better. Shotgun for Deli, 2 wide receivers and a tight end. And Deli's going to keep it up the middle, and he got met by David Osborne right as he hit the hole. Deli only able to get a gain of 3 down to the 31. It'll be 2nd and 17.
Yeah, DJ Osborne coming from his inside linebacker position. He read it perfectly, and he went in to take his head off.
So 2nd and 17, ball at the 31-yard line. Deli's still in at quarterback. Shotgun, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, which are twins to the right. Sidecar to the right is Preston Holbrook. Deli fakes the handoff, rolls right, looking to throw. Check that, that's Bingham. Has a man, it's Schaefer at the 19-yard line. Schaefer down to a knee to make the catch, so the play is dead right there, but it's a gain of 12, which will bring up 3rd down.
Great blocking by number 54 Johnny Culp, the sophomore on the offensive line. He was perfect for Landon, gave him just enough time to put that ball where he needed.
And, Matt, a much more manageable 3rd down now. It is 3rd and 5. Ball at the 19-yard line. We are just at the edge of Steven Gutierrez's leg for if a field goal is needed. Bingham at quarterback, shotgun. 2 wide receivers, twin tight ends to the left. Holbrook is the sidecar to the right. They'll give it to him. Makes one man miss. Puts his head down looking for the 16-yard line, but he needed the 14, Matt. It's going to be 4th and 2.
He got a nice hit put on him by Raiden Rossi, number 24. But you know what I loved about Preston that you saw too? He was about to hit the hole. He took one quick step before he held off, and you saw what he did. He could have got hit right there at the line of scrimmage, held back for 1 second, and then hit the hole and got a few more
Pretty
yards.
little jump cut. All right, Maryland I, 4th and 2. Landon Bingham under center. Hands it off to the deep back. That's Holbrook. Has a hole. 10, 5.
Yeah.
Kept his feet. Touchdown.
Wow.
Preston Holbrook, the 16-yard touchdown run on 4th and 2.
Great.
Mineral Ridge ahead by a pair of scores.
Great balance. He looked like he was about to fall around the 3 or 4 yard line. He stayed upright and got them to 6.
And, Matt, if you want to talk about how good the offensive line is looking right now, there were about 3 offensive linemen
around
at
him.
the 3-yard line when Preston Holbrook walked in untouched.
Yeah, they were surrounding him, so definitely wasn't going to be a defender tackling him.
Matt, there wasn't a defender within 5 yards of Holbrook when he went in the end zone. Gutierrez for the extra point, Deli to hold. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up. The kick is good. With 9:01 left in the second quarter, Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 14 and Jackson Milton nothing. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Grand Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Do you crave mysteries? Are you fascinated by the unexplained? Then summon your courage and plunge into the deep, dark abyss of what lurks beneath. A YouTube channel that dives into the unexplained, the supernatural, eyewitness reports, and more. The real question is, can you handle the truth? Simply search What Lurks Beneath on YouTube, if you think you're brave enough.
12 plays, 80 yards, capped off by a 16-yard touchdown run for Preston Holbrook. Matt,
I have a score for you guys. This one means something. It's the McDonald Western Reserve score at the end of the first. Mark Means is calling it McDonald up 14-0.
Man, I almost lost my pop filter out the window. We never would have found that thing.
Well, I'm glad you caught it.
All right, Braylon Calger to drive it deep. 9:01 left in the second quarter. Matt, that drive, 12 plays, 80 yards, took 5:58 off the clock. Just 2 seconds shy of half the quarter for Mineral Ridge as Calger drives it to the 3, and it's going to die short of the goal line. It's going to have to be picked up by Hines, and he is sidestepping out to the 16-yard line. Picked it up at the 3, but fell short of the 20, Matt. And, Matt, if Hines didn't pick that up, that could have been trouble.
It really could have. And you know what? Definitely the Rams would have loved that to happen. They would have got great field position. Jackson Milton is a little shook right now. They seem very unsure, like on special teams. Their ball catching is just suspect to me. If some of these Rams can keep getting downfield and the receiver seeing that black out of the corner of his eye, they might get a turnover.
So, Matt, I'm loving the deep kicks. The kick coverage has been great for Mineral Ridge here so far tonight. As the Blue Jays offense starts off in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers, they'll bring him in motion. That's Hines. McDevitt fakes the handoff to him and now gives it to him on a little bubble screen, but that is over his head and incomplete. Over there in coverage, Derek Rakic.
Derek is having a great season already. He's been starting along with Kamani Johnson-Winford since they were freshmen and just doing great as juniors, both of them.
So 2nd and 10, as I better find my regular glasses because the sun is almost down.
It is, and I was going to say you said 20, I said 10, and it's definitely going to be down around 10 minutes.
I hope I brought my regular glasses inside and didn't leave them in the car. As handoff up the middle, Osborne gets out to the 17-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 2.
I think that was, let me see, my eyes are, I think.
Sadek on the tackle.
I'm glad he told me because my eyes were seeing the sun as I was looking at their jerseys.
3rd and 8 for the Blue Jays. 8:20 left in the second. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Twins to the left. Sidecar to the right is Osborne. McDevitt back to pass. Looking left, throwing left. Has Hines. It's complete. He cuts back to the middle. Has the first down. And now he's surrounded by Rams. And he got the ball out to the 28-yard line. They needed 8. It is a gain of 11 and a first down.
Yeah, he did a good job. Preston Holbrook came from behind and tripped him up, and he started to fall backwards, which caused 9 different defender players to get in on that tackle.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. Just their second first down of the game. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, trips left. McDevitt, however, going to hand it off to Osborne. Up the middle, pushing the power forward, breaking some tackles, gets out to the 35-yard line on a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
That was Christian Dunlap on the tackle. But I'm going to tell you what, I really was impressed by, well, I thought it was 77. I see 77 out there on the line. I was going to give him some love, but I don't know his name.
And check that, Raiden Rossi on the carry. Shotgun for the Blue Jays on 2nd and 3. And McDevitt's going to take it himself up the middle. Contacted immediately. Stopped just short of the first down.
That was, I don't know.
61.
That is Logan Baylor.
Logan Baylor on the tackle. Kept McDevitt short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. Although, Matt, they have 4th down on the down marker there. Brian Shaner's asking, Matt, I swear this is 3rd down because they had the 11-yard gain.
He realizes that too.
And Brian Shaner's calling a timeout, and he's talking to the side judge here saying, okay, we got the 11-yard gain for the first down. We had one run. We had another run. It is 3rd down.
Right. And it wasn't 77, number 72. That was my high school number. Brant Simpson, the senior, he had a great tackle, 6 foot, 275 pounds.
Matt, I'm going to have to lip through this last 6 minutes and 30 seconds. I think my regular classes are in the car. So Brian Shaner still talking it over with the side judge. And I think the side judge went over, talked to the referee.
Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done. This one's for Derek Rakic. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams.
All right, we are back. Now the officiating crew talking things over with Andy Hake. I see our referee signaling to the sideline. I thought I saw him hold up 3 fingers.
Hey, he should. And thank God the sun is down.
Third down.
There
we go. All right, 3rd and 1. But unfortunately, Brian Shaner had to waste a timeout on that. So 3rd and 1, McDevitt with the quarterback sneak. And he's going to get it. Gets the ball up to the 39-yard line. Gain of 2 and a first down.
There was a good push initially by that offensive line, and then the Rams defense definitely stopped them, but it was just not enough.
So, 3rd first down of the game. Well, actually, now as I check, I see Jackson Milton has 5 first downs to 7 for the Rams.
And that was Holbrook on the tackle.
1st and 10, 3 wide receivers, tight end right side, car left is Osborne, and he takes the carry, but Matt, he ran right into the pile, and he's...
Yeah, didn't make
that should have been a gain of 1. They're going to give him 2, but Matt, he didn't get past the 40-yard line.
I don't see how they could give him 2.
They're giving him 2, though.
I think that was Kamani Johnson-Winford and Derek Rakic on the tackle.
2nd and 8 for the Blue Jays, 5:30 and moving on the second quarter clock. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says 14-0 in favor of the Rams. And Matt, don't forget, Mineral Ridge, it's the second half kickoff.
Yeah, they do. Oh boy, not good for the Blue Jays.
Shotgun, empty backfield, now motioning back is Rossi. 4 wide receivers, twins to each side, sidecar left. McDevitt back to pass, looking left, rolling, great protection, has a man, looking for him, and making the catch was Osborne. Out left his man, Jesse Rossi. And Matt Rossi just out-timed his jump. That should have been a PBU.
Yeah, if he would have got his feet under him a little bit better, he would have got just enough vert to pick that off. But it was enough because when he started going up in the air, he was at an angle.
Gain down to the 30-yard line, 24-yard gain. And a 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. And, Matt, I don't know if Rossi was leaping with one hand just trying to knock that one away, but great work there by McDevitt, showing some great arm strength there as well to get the ball 20 yards downfield. Now it's a shotgun, 3 wide receivers. McDevitt going to go to the left and then cut back up the middle. Found a little bit of hole, squeaks forward to the 28, maybe the 27.
Kamani Johnson-Winford on the tackle for the Rams.
And, Matt, that looked like it was maybe an option play. Looked like he had Osborne going out with him there to the right, but then he saw a hole and cut up the middle, away from a pair of defenders, might I add.
Right.
So gain of 2, 4:10 left in the second quarter, 14-0 Rams on that Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard.
Ryan Alisher comes in for Winford.
McDevitt back to pass, looking left, throwing left. The ball is caught, but falling on the reception was Leo Hines. Got the ball down to the 23-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Tanner Sharp was right there in case he stayed up.
And we had whistles. Did we have a hold? There is Lamelandri on the field, Matt. I heard holding 74. Let's bring it back.
You could tell by the way the offensive line was moving that he definitely held and that they were going to be moving back. The guilty party is Austin Hovanek, a sophomore, 5'11", 220-pound offensive line.
So 2nd and 18, ball back at the 38. 3:45 and moving on that second quarter clock. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, tight end right, sidecar to the left. Believe is Rossi for McDevitt as he's back to pass. Great protection. Looking left, looking deep. Has a man looking for Hines. Through his hands. Incomplete. Matt, that is a drop by Leo Hines.
Yeah.
That's a touchdown.
Yes,
He
it was.
behind the defender who I believe was Jesse Rossi.
Yeah, he beat Rossi and 2 other Rams players. If he got, that nervous, I'm by myself, deer in the headlights kind of look on his face and just dropped the easy touchdown.
3:29 left, third and very long, 3rd and 18. And timeout, Mineral Ridge will take it with him. 3:29 left in the second, back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Home for the Fallen is a local nonprofit dedicated to supporting our at-risk veteran community. We provide job training, emergency assistance, and the tools veterans need to get back on their feet. You can make a difference by joining us at our yearly golf outing. Every swing helps raise money to fund job training, certifications, and vital support for deserving veterans right here at home. Register today at homeforthefallen.com or call 740-391-1959. Together, let's stand up for those who stood up for us.
Back at Joe Lane Stadium, Easy Whittaker Field in Mineral Ridge, Ohio. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. Hosted by Just Football with Matt Emch on YouTube. 3rd and 18 for the Jackson Milton Blue Jays. Ball on the Ram 38-yard line. Got to get down to the 20 for a first down. Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says 14-0 Mineral Ridge. Milton try to get their first points of the game. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, twins to each side for McDevitt. He's back to pass, and he's under pressure. Rolling back, still rolling back, spins away from Sadek. Holbrook gets a crackback block, and there's a big penalty upcoming as McDevitt carries ahead, gets across the 30, across the 25. But, Matt, it is not going to matter as that was a very illegal block. Crackback thrown by, is that 52 or 57?
I think
that's 52.
Yeah, CJ Matulik, the sophomore, 2 times he's gotten penalties. He was the one that was offsides that moved them back. Holbrook is so fast. When he started to go to hit him, I thought he was going to catch him in the front, but Holbrook was so much faster than him. By the time he threw the block, his back was showing, and it was right in front of the referee.
And Matt, the basic rule of thumb, if your back is to your line of scrimmage, don't throw a block.
Right.
And that's exactly what the young man did wrong there. So they're going to bring that from the spot of the foul, which was the Jackson Milton 47-yard line. So, Matt, they're going to bring this all the way back to, I think, the 32 of Jackson Milton.
Spot foul. That'll teach the youngin', boy. He is not going to like films with Coach Shaner. Having that holding and then that one.
Or Matt, they're just putting it as a spot foul.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, spot. I thought they were going to bring it 15 yards from there, but so 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage actually is what it ends up being. So it is 3rd and 33. 2:58 left until halftime. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, tight end right side, car left. McDevitt back to pass, has some time, throws it deep, looking for Hines. Rossi in position and knocks it away.
Great job by number 2, Jesse Rossi, the sophomore defensive back. Man, is he just showing great signs of when he is a junior and a senior. Man, watch out for Jesse Rossi.
And, Matt, he was on an island out there.
Rossi
just backing up, and Matt never looked to the receiver. Eyes on the ball the whole time, said, I've got this time. Jumped up with one hand and knocked it down.
Yeah, perfect defensive play by Jesse Rossi, and he's already becoming dangerous. But wow, as he years under his belt and some weight.
And now Raiden Rossi back to punt. Heavy rush, but he gets it away. End over end kick held in by Silek at the 16-yard line. 20, start, stop, comes to the near side. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40.
Oh!
And then hauled down. A little bit of a horse collar there,
Yep.
maybe a face mask. Don't know if the side judge got it. Jackson Milton fans up in arms. And Matt, there are 2 flags back at the 37-yard line. So, Matt, I don't think this is going to stand.
Well, there was definitely, it looked like a block in the back there, but the other one did not look like, it looked like a perfect block, and they were mad about that one, but there was definitely a block in the back. Thank you.
Spot foul and 10 yards. But, Matt, they missed whatever happened to Owen Silek on the tackle. I'm not sure if it was a horse collar or a face mask. Might have been both.
It looked like a horse collar to me.
But that should have been offsetting, and we should be repunting right now. But as it is, they are going to go from the spot of the foul and march this one back to the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Mineral Ridge, 2:25 left until the half. And again, remember, Mineral Ridge going to receive the second half kickoff. Will be Bingham at quarterback, 4 wide receivers, twins to each side. Sidecar to the left, I believe, is Bussey. And it is Bussey taking the handoff, little counter action. Makes a couple of moves, gets up to about the 35. And that's where they're going to blow it dead on a gain of 7 for Chandler Bussey.
Good to see the Rams back on offense.
Actually, call that a gain of 8. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Other ends, 4 wide receivers trips left. And it's a little bubble screen out to the man in the flat and getting the first down, stepping out of bounds. Was Caden Schaefer. And Caden got up to the, looks like the 42. 1:56 left until halftime.
Man, this has been as opposite from what game was that? The third quarter went like
United.
The United game. This one is flying.
Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Bingham hands it off, however, to Bussey. Makes 1 man miss. Couldn't make the second man miss. And that's going to be no gain. Bingham motioning. Quickly get back to the line of scrimmage, boys.
Good tackle by Jack McDevitt. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Lane Taylor, number 13. Looks like a 12.
Bingham back to the line. Shotgun, 4 wide. Looking deep. Has a man. And
no.
It's intercepted.
Uh-oh.
Safety picking it off was number 6, J.J. Fischel. He gets back across midfield. And
wow. And he looked like he was about to get blown up by Chandler Bussey, and he just bounced off of Bussey and kept going.
And Fischel got it back to the Ram 42-yard line. So we'll call it about a 12-yard interception return.
Maybe we're going to be seeing Ethan Daly next at quarterback.
1:25 left in the half. McDevitt in the shotgun. He's going to keep it. Off left tackle. Has a blocker.
Ooh.
Got to the 35. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. So they'll stop the clock with 1:19 left in the half.
Tell you what, man. Blake Basista laid the wood on that hit, boy. He took him behind the wood shed.
Gain of 7 for McDevitt. Second and 3. McDevitt keeping it again. And Brandon Chase Moore in the backfield got out of that tackle, ended up turning it into positive yardage.
Blake Basista didn't get off the field in time. They caught him on. 12 men on the field. As
McDevitt got down to the 33, I think 1 yard shy of the first down.
He is getting chewed out.
So there you hear the call. 12 men on the defense. And they just tack that on to the end of the run. So 1st and 10 at the 28. We have whistles.
They're moving the chains.
Didn't let them set the sticks yet.
Right.
All right, 1:12 left in the half. 1st and 10, ball at the plus 28 for the Blue Jays. McDevitt keeps it. Got past the man that's Dunlap. 15, 20.
Ooh!
Where he is. A blocker was ripped down, but McDevitt got down to the 15-yard line. Gain of 13 and a first down.
Wow, did number 6, J.J. Fischel, get blown up? My goodness, he was about 3 yards in the air.
And whistles. And I think Ridge might have taken a timeout. No, timeout. Jackson Milton will take it with him. 55 seconds left in the half. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Planet 412 is your channel through the veil, where cryptids walk, UFOs soar, and the paranormal whispers in the dark. From chilling storytelling, eerie narrations, and on-location investigations, to live streams, exclusive interviews, and shocking reviews of the bizarre, Planet 412 is your front row seat to the supernatural. Subscribe now, Planet 412 on YouTube. Do you believe?
Back at Joe Lane Stadium, Easy Whittaker Field. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week. Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says 14-0 Ridge with 55 seconds left in the half. But Jackson Milton is driving. McDevitt back to pass, rolling left, has a man. That pass is caught by number 21, Sam Pugh, out in the flat, and timeout Jackson Milton taken quickly, as it looks like maybe Pugh only got down to the 11.
45 seconds left in this half.
And that was Jackson Milton's last timeout. We'll keep it right here, Matt. Ever since the interception by the Blue Jays, the Ridge defense has been reeling a little bit.
Sorry, yes, they absolutely have. They are on their heels, but can they start to show like they did last week? Even in moments of it looks like they're going to get scored upon, can they start to show that they are a bend but not break defense? The offense, though, has
5th play of the drive upcoming.
Blue Jays offense has the ball, though. So we will see. Can the Rams do it, Matty? Can they start to become that really dependable bend but not break defense?
45 seconds left in the half. McDevitt in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers. Trips right in a bunch. Sidecar to the left is Rossi. McDevitt back to pass. Rolling right. Looking downfield. Has a man. Did he make the catch?
I don't think so.
No, incomplete. I think diving for that one was Leo Hines inside the 5, but the pass fell incomplete. So now 3rd and 6. 41 seconds left until halftime. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, twins each side. Sidecar left is Rossi.
Looks like a timeout again.
I would imagine Ridge would take the timeout here. And they did. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
There are things in this world that we cannot understand. Things we thought were myth. Mysteries that defy reality. And even darker conspiracies. What Lurks Beneath, will take you deep into real cases and accounts of the strange and supernatural that will leave you wondering the truth about what's truly around us. You won't want to miss this one.
Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done. This one's for Derek Rakich. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams.
Matt Lipcsak, Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive, Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. 3rd and 4 for Jackson Milton. Ball at the Ridge 10-yard line. 41 seconds left in the half. McDevitt in the shotgun. He's going to keep it. Rolling left. Has the corner to the 5. He's tackled out of bounds by Silak.
Good.
But he has the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Oh, boy, that was a close one, man. It's interesting to see 36 seconds. Ball on the 10-yard line. I have a quick score update. The Battle of 224, the Canfield Cardinals and Poland Bulldogs, Jim and Coach are calling it 10-7 Poland in the second.
36 seconds left. McDevitt in the shotgun. He's going to keep it to the right. Cuts back up the middle. Coming around the backside, I think it was Rozzy to get him, Matt.
Yeah.
And that's no gain on the play. Clock is moving. Jackson Milton's out of timeouts. And flag is on the play, so they're going to blow it dead here.
That was a great job by a number of Rams. They all had a shot at him.
And whistle blows, 11 seconds left. Timeout, Mineral Ridge. Their 3rd and final timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
In today's world, video isn't optional, it's essential. At Full Res Films, we bring your story to life with cinematic quality and creative vision. From corporate videos that inspire to powerful testimonials that build trust to breathtaking drone footage that elevates your brand. Whether it's live events, training videos, music videos, or documentaries, our team captures every moment. Don't settle for ordinary, choose Full Res Films, and let's create something amazing together. FullResFilms.com, 216-201-9649.
Back at Joe Lane Stadium, 11 seconds left in the second quarter. 2nd and goal for Jackson Milton. Ball on the 5. Matt, you and I were talking off the air. We think it's going to be a pass. We think Brian Shaner's going to have Jack McDevitt maybe roll out, move the pocket, give him the option to run. Here it is. It is a pass, but it's a quarterback draw up the middle to the goal line.
He's down.
Matt, I thought he was short.
He is.
2 seconds. But, Matt, why did they stop the clock? Nobody has a timeout left.
No, I have no idea.
There's zeros on the clock.
Done. It's gone.
Jackson Milton fans don't like it, but, Matt, Jack McDevitt was down short of the goal line.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if they stopped the clock because he lost the ball when he hit the ground, but he did not score. And Jackson Milton fans very unhappy, but we have hit halftime here at Joe Lane Stadium. We're going to check the Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard. It reads Mineral Ridge 14 and Jackson Milton nothing. We're going to step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll have some halftime statistics. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
He didn't agree with the call, did he? Looking for an electrician you can trust? For over 49 years, W.T. Leone's Tri-Area Electric Company, Inc. has proudly served Mahoning, Trumbull, Columbiana, Mercer, and Lawrence counties. We're family and locally owned, offering free estimates, and we're fully bonded and insured. Whether it's commercial, residential, or industrial, our team has got you covered day or night with 24-hour emergency service. Call us today at 330-744-0151 or visit triareaelectric.com. That's Tri-Area Electric, keeping your home and business powered safely since 1976. Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done. This one's for Derek Rakic. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams.
Thank you again for everyone for your support of Seaburn Night and Light Up the Night. All proceeds from the Glow Sticks will go towards the Addison Baird Memorial Scholarship awarded to new elite seniors at the end of the year. Go Rams.
I'll keep the camera open. Sure. Ready when you are.
Welcome back into Joe Lane Stadium, Easy Whittaker Field. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting, hosted by Just Football with Matt Emch on YouTube. Your halftime scores. We check the Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard. Mineral Ridge 14 and Jackson Milton nothing. Blue Jays went Had a couple of first downs on their opening drive, 5 plays, 22 yards, took 2:40 off the clock before they ended up punting. Beautiful return by Owen Silak. Turned into a 5-play, 40-yard drive that ended in a Landon Bingham 1-yard touchdown run. Extra point for Steven Gutierrez was good. Mineral Ridge led 14-0 after 6 plays, 56 yards and a punt. That was a touchback. Mineral Ridge went 12 plays and 80 yards and 5:58. That ended in a 16-yard Preston Holbrook touchdown run on a 4th and 2. Steven Gutierrez's extra point was good, and that's how we got to our 14-0 score. And, Matt, as we take a look at the statistics, 133 total yards for Ridge, but they only had the ball three times.
Yeah, and you look at what they did with it. It was most of the time complete and utter domination. There's definitely some controlled freaking out in the Blue Jays locker room right now. Of course, they are going to try and make some mad adjustments. Coach Shaner is definitely capable of making adjustments in any type of situation. We watched him go to round 3 of the OHSAA playoffs. So, it'll be interesting to see what he does. But, sometimes all the adjustments in the world can't take care of players that are just on fire and superior.
And Matt, you want to talk about a bend and don't break defense for the Mineral Ridge Rams.
Yeah.
You can't get any more bent than stopping a quarterback draw at the 1-inch line with 2 seconds left in the half to deny Jackson Milton a touchdown there late. And then obviously, 2 seconds, they're not going to be able to get the ball spotted, get another playoff. So, Matt, your defense cannot bend much more than, 99 yards and 11 inches.
Right. And, I had just was talking about it. This is their moment. Are they going to start making themselves known as a great defense that, you might get some yards on us and get down in the goal line scoring position, but we are going to start setting a precedent like they used to do a couple years ago of bending but not breaking. And it's like they heard me, and they definitely stepped up, stopped him as close as he could get. And for the Jackson Milton fans, there was probably a dad of one of the players that was going off before we broke. In all honesty, we're up here. We can see very good. He was short.
I mean, kudos to him for not cursing at the officials, I guess, and our mics picking it up. But, from what we could see, Jack McDevitt, who's the game's leading rusher, 13 carries and 78 yards. He was short of the goal line. McDevitt has a long of 33, which is also our longest play from scrimmage of the night. McDevitt 3 for 8 passing for 41 yards, a long of 29. Osborne 6 carries for 26 yards, a long of 7. As I said, McDevitt 13 carries for 78 yards, a long of 33. I have Sam Pugh with 1 carry for 5 yards. It's probably supposed to be Raiden Rossi. So we'll give Rossi 2 carries for 12 yards and a long of 7. Osborne has 1 catch for 29. Leo Hines has 2 catches for 12. Landon Bingham, 2 for 3 passing for 19 yards, a long of 12 and an interception. Caden Schaefer, 3 carries for 17 yards. Landon Bingham, 3 carries for 11 yards. Ethan Daly, 1 carry for 3 yards. Chandler Bussey, 6 carries for 21 yards. And Preston Holbrook, 5 carries for 62 yards, a long of 24, and a touchdown. Landon Bingham has the other touchdown for Mineral Ridge. Caden Schaefer, 2 catches for 19 yards. No sacks either way. Owen Silak having a great night. Returning punts, Matt. 2 returns, 81 yards, a long of 49. We're seeing what, another dimension to Owen Silak's game. He's getting some clean looks at punts, and he's making men miss.
Yeah, and, like I said about last week, he had a great game. He got player of the game, one of our 2 players of the game. He got to show his unbelievable speed. And like I said, when I told you I went off and couldn't let it go, how fast he hit the hole when he got the ball last week. I think it was the 4th quarter. I could not let it go because it was so impressive. I did not know he was that fast. He has some mad skills. We've only seen him for the majority of the time on defense and returning some kickoffs. But my goodness, Coach Hake had told me, we're going to get him the ball this year, and I see why.
So let's take a look at some team statistics. First downs, 9-8 in favor of Jackson Milton. Blue Jays are 3 for 6 on third down. Rams are 0 for 2, but the Rams are 2 for 2 on fourth down. Both of those key in keeping their touchdown drives alive. Jackson Milton has not attempted a fourth down yet. Total yardage, Jackson Milton up 157 to 133. Passing yards, 41 for the Blue Jays, 19 for the Rams. Rushing yards, Jackson Milton with a 2-yard edge, 116 to 114. Jackson Milton has also had 4 possessions. The Rams have only had 3. Mineral Ridge averaging 6.3 yards a carry. Jackson Milton averaging 5.3. 3 penalties on the Blue Jays for 25 yards. 5 penalties on the Rams for 44 yards. Only turnover of the game was the interception that Landon Bingham threw with about, 126, I think, left in that second quarter. And Steven Gutierrez 2 for 2 with the extra points. Time of possession, I have Jackson Milton with a 13:52 to 9:57 edge. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout so that Matt can watch the Mineral Ridge Band a little bit. When we come back, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scores. You're listening to the Halftime Report, Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
There are things in this world that we cannot understand. Things we thought were myth. Mysteries that defy reality. And even darker conspiracies. What Lurks Beneath will take you deep into real cases and accounts of the strange and supernatural that will leave you wondering the truth about what's truly around us. You won't want to miss this one.
And just to let everybody know, this is the Mineral Ridge Band, and right up front is my daughter Amira. She is the featured twirler, so they're going to do things with lights tonight, and she will be twirling either fire or her LED baton. So we'll find out. You want to give me? I'm going to give a couple scores as they get to watch.
Matt, while you're looking for those, I will give an update on the Phantoms preseason game up at USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth Township, Michigan. Right now, second intermission, Phantoms trail Team USA 2-1. Power play goal in the first period for Evan Jardine.
Nice. We have scores. Right now, Boardman, the Spartans up 21-6 on Maple Heights. The Battle of 224 at half. Poland up 10-7 over Canfield. In the second, Cardinal Mooney up 14-0 on Steubenville. Mooney is supposed to be much different this year. They have a new coaching staff. I hope they're not, because I'm an Ursuline guy. So Champion is losing to Brookfield 14-3 in the second. And no, we're not going there. Liberty 7, Crestview 7. East Liverpool is losing to Beaver Local 7-0. Mercer and Farrell tied 0-0. Garrettsville Garfield beating LeBray 20-6. Grove City 0, Slippery Rock 0. Hickory 0, Sharon 0. Howland and Carrollton knotted up 0-0. Now, I don't know if those are just we don't have the scores on them, or it could be the other way around. Hubbard winning 21-7 over Niles McKinley right now. We have our score 14-0 over Jackson Milton. I'm just going to give you scores that I have. East Palestine 14-0 over Lisbon. Lowellville and Camel Memorial, 2 teams we're going to be seeing. Lowellville winning right now in the second 7-6 over the Red Devils. Matthews getting beat by Pie Valley in the second 22-7. Southeast 27, Newton Falls 6. Austintown Fitch losing in the second to Paynesville Riverside. It is 14-10. Falcons having a rough year. I think they've only won one game so far, but they play one hell of a schedule too.
The Fitch schedule is very,
like
very
Harding.
tough.
Yeah, Harding's is even worse. They have, I think, Akron St. V's tonight.
They do, and they are up 17-6 in the second quarter.
Good. My buddy Eric Ungaro is the defensive coordinator. Salem 35, Canton Central Catholic 14, Wellsville 7, Southern nothing.
Matt, do you know why the Waterloo-Springfield game was canceled?
I do not.
It's up here on WFMJ, canceled.
Huh. Okay.
That's an MVAC game.
Yes, it is. Yeah, Springfield. So South Range up 28-0 on Lakeview. Girard taking care of business on Struthers, 34-0 in the second. You got to believe that's because there's been a coaching change there.
Rough year for the Wildcats, Matt. I actually have 33-0 South Range over Lakeview at the half.
Okay, Valley Christian, Coach Hake's old team, 14, Latonia 6. Harding up 17-6 over St. Vincent St. Mary. West Branch 20, Cheney 6. McDonald 14, Western Reserve 7 at halftime. And those are your scores.
Gonna check in for my two hometowns. North Canton Hoover up 21-7 on the Green Bulldogs. And Matt, I'm going to tell you about my high school, the Riverside Panthers. 0-2 on the season. Number of points scored, 0.
Whoa.
Number of points allowed, 99.
Oh, my.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout while the teams come
Actually,
out to stretch. Matt, you're going to keep it right here?
Yeah, I'm going to keep it right here and let them listen to them.
Little drum
field.
line for you.
Pitchers did find the glass tonight. I've seen that. It was difficult there the last 5 minutes of the half, trying to make up the numbers wearing my shades.
What, you're just sitting on the dash?
They were there in the little cover right in the console. Yeah, right where I normally keep them. Just normally I put them in my book bag, so I can bring them into the stadium because the press box here at Joe Lane Stadium faces directly to the west. So, we get full setting sun right in our face. And, I mean, at the Chamber of Commerce night here in Middle Ridge, very cloudy in the sky. It was 79 degrees at kickoff. It is 72 degrees here at halftime. You would be great if you asked for a nicer night for high school football in Northeast Ohio.
Yeah, it is absolutely perfect, Maddie. You can't ask for more. The players, just perfect for them, because you're wearing a lot of weight. I can't tell you how miserable it is when it's hot. They're still sweating their butts off because, I sweated in round 3 of the playoffs. I take my helmet off, and it was like a steam geyser coming off my head. But trust me, yes, they appreciate this weather.
And Matt, checking in on the Youngstown Phantoms, they are now up 3-2 on Team USA with 70 seconds left in the game. No, check that as I bring it up. The live video stream, Team USA has just tied the game. They are knotted up at 3 apiece. And Matt, is there anything more miserable than overtime in the preseason?
No, I agree.
No, nobody, even you're only skating 3-on-3 in a hockey game. So, I'm sure head coach Ryan Ward, who's entering his 4th season, probably does want to see some, get some live game action of that going against somebody other than, inter-squad competition. But, you also want to be able to hold a lead late as well.
Agreed.
Phantoms will be getting underway. Season opens for them next Friday down at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. They will be taking on the Tri-City Storm. Friday night game time is at 7 o'clock. You can catch me calling that action on Western Reserve Radio. And then the Phantoms will be in action on Saturday night as well next week. Again, down at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry. Saturday night's game is against the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. As Jackson Milton still finishing up their stretching. They were a little late getting back onto the field here after halftime as Landon Bingham and Jack McDevitt meet at midfield with our officials. And Mineral Ridge will receive the second half kickoff.
Yeah, definitely not what the Blue Jays want to see happen. They knew it was coming, obviously, from the kickoff, but oh, goodness, after the way that this offense has been playing, definitely don't want to see that. And definitely good for the Rams not going on defense. I mean, they did show up, kept them out of the end zone, but not breaking all, but the offense was hot at that moment. So cool down the offense, put yours out, and hopefully put some more points up.
Matt, I think if this turns into a 3-score game, I think the Blue Jays may be in a spot of bother.
I agree.
Trying to catch up here. So opening possession of this second half, crucial for the Jackson Milton defense, who, if the Rams hadn't stopped themselves with the interception, Blue Jays haven't gotten a stop yet.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely problematic for them. But, as I was saying, when the halftime first started, adjustments are going to be made. The only question is, number one, will they work? Number two, can they work against the players over there across the way in the black and orange? And the one player here, it's sitting down. He's really hurt. I think that's number 18, Eli Hendricks, the senior running back, defensive back. He got hurt right at the beginning. I feel bad for him.
Matt, I don't remember a stoppage for an injury. I think he must have just, made his way to the sideline.
I watched him. He limped off to the sideline, so he didn't stop anything.
So Jackson Milton slowly making their way out to give us the kickoff of the second half. First time we're going to call Brock Pyatt's name tonight, as he puts the ball down on the tee at the 40-yard line, back deep to receive Owen Silak. Pyatt ready for the run-up. Right hand in the air. And he will put the boot to the ball and bring us to action for the second half. He drives it deep. Back to receive it is Rozzi at the 14-yard line. 20. Hesitation. 25. Flag on the play.
Yeah.
And heading back, Rozzi went all the way back to the 15. Now it gets to the 30.
Another one.
Matt, we might have a horse collar there.
There's a horse collar, but who was it right here? Number 5. Jackson Getty, right in front of the referee. He didn't even need to touch him. It's going to get a block in the back. He didn't even need to touch him. He wouldn't have gotten anything of the ball carrier.
So, Rozzi, a lot of running there for what ended up only being an 18-yard return. So the question is, Matt, if we have a horse collar and a hold, we offset and re-kick it.
Right. Although there was a questionable block I saw in the middle that a Ram made on one of the Blue Jays. So it might be 2 against the Rams.
We'll wait to see. Only one that they're announcing is a chop block from the 25. They're going to bring it back to the 12.
Yeah, because this side judge, you saw the flag he threw. It was right after the block over. So I guess they just decided just give them that one. We'll call.
All right, so 1st and 10 for Mineral Ridge. Both their own 12 as we go to start the first offensive play of the third quarter. Maryland I, Bingham under center. Hands it to the deep back. That's Holbrook. Finds some room off the right side. Stumbles his way forward. Matt, he's up near the first down. Looks like they're going to mark him a yard short. We'll call it a gain of 9 on the play.
Yeah, and he just flat out ran over. I didn't it was Leo Hines, number 16. He ran him over like he wasn't even there.
Matt, the light feet of Preston Holbrook, he was there in a crowd, and then suddenly he was through.
Yep.
I don't know how he got through that mass of humanity down there.
You know, he has such speed for a big guy, but he is so strong.
Maryland eye again. They hand it to the deep back. That's Holbrook off the right tackle. 30,
Uh-oh.
35, 40. He can go. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mineral Ridge.
And let me tell you something. I think it might have been it was one of the offensive linemen. I think it might have been Derek Rakic, maybe. Absolutely decleated and pancaked. What number? I thought it was number 4 on the defense.
I don't think they have a number 4.
24. I'm sorry. That was Maverick McFarland. No, I don't. I saw a 4. I could be wrong. Whoever it was, he destroyed him, and he's limping back. Oh, man.
Steven Gutierrez on for the extra point. Jackson Milton runs a man to the formation
taking him
late.
out. So we'll get. No, that's
that is
not.
24. I think that's Raiden Rossi.
Yeah, he destroyed him. Oh, my goodness. What a beautiful pancake. And run.
All right, referee blows the extra point, ready for play. Deli to hold for Gutierrez. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up. The kick is good. With 10:59 left in the third quarter, Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard reads Mineral Ridge 21 and Jackson Milton nothing. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurix Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
A 3-play, 88-yard drive capped off by a 79-yard touchdown run. Sorry, a 2-play, 88-yard drive capped off by a 79-yard touchdown run by Preston Holbrook. Steven Gutierrez's extra point is good. Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 21 and Jackson Milton nothing. And, Matt, I said, Jackson Milton may be in trouble if Mineral Ridge gets a third score. I didn't think they'd only take a minute and 1 off the clock to do it. As Calgar drives it deep, and Matt, that one landed in the end zone. 65-yard kick for Braylon Calgar. Ball's going to be at the 20-yard line.
And what you're seeing right now is when the certain parts of the team are just dominating, scoring, getting the team fired up. Every part, all 3 phases start to turn it on, and they're like, oh, yeah, well, let me show you what we're going to do. Special teams took care of business. Now the defense has gone out there. Let's see if they can dominate and shut them down, get that O back in.
Matt, I can see the numbers so much better right now without the sun in my
I'm
face.
sure. Me too. And I don't see a solar flare on their jerseys anymore.
Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, twins to the left, sidecar to the left is Osborne. McDevitt back to pass, looking left, throwing left, has Fischel. The pass is caught, and he is ushered out of bounds by number 3, Thomas Kanowski.
Thomas Kanowski has also been playing very good this year.
Kanowski, 3 interceptions on the year.
Yeah, he is lights out on defense. He was our player of the game in the season opener. And he has just been awesome just in every game so far.
2nd and 4, ball at the 26 near hash as Jackson Milton goes left to right here in the third quarter. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, twins left, sidecar left is Osborne. Takes the handoff, gets up the middle with a big hole. Tanner Sharp hit him, but got carried forward by about 15 yards. And Matt, on the receiving end of a pancake, I believe was Derek Rakic.
Yeah.
No, sorry, that's Blake Batista.
No, Black Derek Rakic was on the tackle, but the 2 players that double teamed Batista or who was it? Well, they double teamed him, and one of those offensive linemen who double team got up and he could barely step. Now he's down, holding his wrist. I'll tell you what, when I remember I double teamed a Mooney kid with the tight end, Adam Veazey, my senior year, and we hit him so hard that we just hit the ground on top of him. Like it was just, we just hit air, and I popped my shoulder in and out, and I came out and went back in. So, sometimes, and they really laid him out in that double team. So sometimes the guys doing, the damage get damaged themselves.
That was a 14-yard carry for Osborne. His long of the game, he now has 7 carries for 40 yards. But Preston Holbrook, now courtesy of his 79-yard run, is the leading rusher here this evening. Met 7 carries for 150 and 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
For Preston Holbrook, an average of 21.4 a touch. That's not bad.
That's ridiculous.
That's not bad.
I don't know if we have a Holbrook in the chat, but if we do, you should be really proud of him right now. He is tearing it up, and his offensive line, of course, he gives love to his offensive line. They're just playing lights. Oh, he is really hurt.
Grabbing the wrist. Is that 59?
Yeah, 59 is Cole Capelli, the senior offensive defensive lineman, 6 foot 260. He's one of their best players.
And Matt, just looking at the look on his face.
Oh, he's really
he's
in
hurting.
pain. Yeah, he's bent over in pain, sitting down, and that usually means he's probably broken a bone.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays as they bring in a substitute lineman.
Poor kid. I hate seeing guys get hurt.
McDevitt, high snap, gets it down. He's going to keep it off the right side. Got the corner. Going to be ripped down as he falls across. And that was Rakic on the tackle. But he's going to get a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Derek Rakic has been having a great night offensively and defensively. So I'm just really, I've been a huge fan of Derek's since he was in 7th grade. My daughter was one of the cheerleaders of 7th and 8th grade. I've seen him play since then. So he has just been one of my favorite Rams since then.
2nd and 4, ball at the JM46, shotgun, 3 wide receivers, twins left, sidecar left, and McDevitt's going to keep it up the middle, puts his head down, but he's only going to get about 2. So it's half of what he needed. It'll be 3rd and 2, ball at the 48.
Good job by Tanner Sharp coming in from the end and getting a piece of. We got another lineman down for the Blue Jays. That is.
I know there's a 5 in it, but Matt,
Yeah.
I did not catch the 2nd number, and he seems to be in some discomfort as well. Why don't we go ahead and step aside while they attend to that Jackson Milton lineman. 9:18 left in the 3rd. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 21 and Jackson Milton nothing. We'll be back in a few. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Home for the Fallen is a local nonprofit dedicated to supporting our at-risk veteran community. We provide job training, emergency assistance, and the tools veterans need to get back on their feet. You can make a difference by joining us at our yearly golf outing. Every swing helps raise money to fund job training, certifications, and vital support for deserving veterans right here at home. Register today at homefirthefallen.com or call 740-391-1959. Together, let's stand up for those who stood up for us.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurex Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
And that was the injured player is number 52. Yeah, because he starts CJ Matulik, the sophomore.
All right. 3rd and 2, shotgun, 3 wide as McDevitt hands it off to, no, he kept it. Nice fake, and he falls through. Matt, they're giving him the 50, but I thought he was at the 49.5 when he fell. But they were going to give him the first down. Nice play fake there by McDevitt on the read.
You know, sometimes, and you know, I know we were talking about this is one of the more veteran referee teams in the Mahoning-Trumbull County area and Columbiana, and you know, sometimes they feel bad for teams that are getting laid down.
Matt, they actually gave him the 49, but there's no way that he crossed midfield.
That's what the point I'm making.
All right, so 1st and 10. McDevitt backs pass, looking right, throwing right. Fischel on the stop, but the pass is short and falls incomplete. Kanowski on the coverage.
Yeah, he definitely did not make it there, but it is what it is. Taking it a little easy on, you know, a team that is obviously getting dominated. 8:35 left in the 3rd quarter, 21-0.
I mean, Matt, there's still plenty of football here to be played. It's not like, you know, it's a mercy rule. It's not like the game is out of reach
for
Jackson Milton. So, you know, I don't see the need for any kind of favoritism.
I agree.
As McDevitt keeps it. Never looked to pass, and he broke a tackle in the backfield. He has 10. He has 15. Falls forward inside the Ram 35 on a gain of 15. No, 14. They're going to put it down at the 35 and give him the first down.
And Derek Rakic getting yet another tackle tonight. I'm really impressed with Derek's play tonight.
Matt, it seems like most of McDevitt's bigger runs have been off the right side of that offensive line.
Yes.
As here they bring it back, shotgun, 3 wide receivers, twins to the left, sidecar to the left is Osborne. Back to pass, looking right, throwing right, pump faked, trying to get the man deep on the post as Fischel tried to run a little stop and post. And pass he was open, Matt, because Kanowski, who was in coverage, had, you know, over the top.
Yeah.
But he was open to the inside, but McDevitt just missed him.
Yeah, he did, because he was wide open for sure, as you said.
I mean, the coverage was there, but Fischel would have been in the end zone before Kanowski would have been able to make any kind of tackle. So 2nd and 10, ball at the 35. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, tight end left, twins left-hand side, car left, and we have whistles. I believe timeout Mineral Ridge. It is timeout Mineral Ridge. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Looking for an electrician you can trust? For over 49 years, W.T. Leon's Tri-Area Electric Co. Inc. has proudly served Mahoning, Trumbull, Columbiana, Mercer, and Lawrence counties. We're family and locally owned, offering free estimates, and we're fully bonded and insured. Whether it's commercial, residential, or industrial, our team has you covered. Day or night with 24-hour emergency service. Call us today at 330-744-0151 or visit triareaelectric.com. That's Tri-Area Electric, keeping your home and business powered safely since 1976. Tri-Area Electric, power you can count on.
Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done. This one's for Derek Rakic. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams.
Back at Joe Lane Stadium, Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. Hosted by Just Football with Matt Emch on YouTube. 2nd and 10 for Jackson Milton. Ball at the Ram 35-yard line. 7:58 left in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Tight end left, twins to the right. And the sidecar to the right of McDevitt is Osborne. But McDevitt's going to keep it, but he's not going anywhere, as that is the one, the only Chase Moore.
Chase Moore just swallowed him up like a black hole. Yeah, if he gets his paws on you, you are going nowhere.
Loss of 2 for McDevitt, Matt, I will say this. Jack McDevitt does not have very many negative plays this evening.
No, he has been the one bright spot for them and on offense. I mean, he's been most of their entire offense.
And I credit Jack McDevitt with 18 carries and 101 yards.
Wow. Okay. He's a heck of a football player. He's not giving up. He's still, churning away for his team.
Shotgun 4 wide, trips left, sidecar to the right is Rozzy. McDevitt back to pass.
Ooh.
Breaks the pocket and contacted by, I believe, Sedetic, and then tackled by Chase Moore on the scramble forward. But, Matt, he only got 4, and he needed 12. So 4th and 8 upcoming.
Yeah, Justin Sedetic, the right defensive tackle, came through and almost sacked him, got enough hands on him that he slowed, started to go down, and Chase Moore finished it. And Chase, that's 2 in a row for him.
So 4th and 8, ball at the Mineral Ridge 38-yard line. See what Brian Shaner has in the playbook. Shotgun, 4 wide, trips left. 2 seconds on the play clock, and Brian Shaner's got to call a timeout. Too long to get the play in, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that doesn't make him happy. You're starting to move the ball a little bit. You got to take one of those very precious timeouts. So
we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. Back at Joe Lane Stadium, Easy Whittaker Field here in Mineral Ridge, Ohio. Matt Lipcsak, Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. Hosted on YouTube by Just Football with Matt Emch. 6:25 left in the third. 4th and 8 for Jackson Milton. Ball on the Ram 33-yard line. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 21 and Jackson Milton nothing. And Matt, the way that Mineral Ridge possessed the ball in the first half, if Jackson Milton does not score on this drive, it does not look good. All right, 4th and 8, 4 wide receivers, trips left. Sidecar to the left is Rozzy for McDevitt. Back to pass. Under pressure, holding flag on the play. McDevitt throws it deep, and Silac knocks it down. If it wasn't for Tanner Sharp coming up his own man's backside, Matt,
he would have had
Silac
it.
Picks that off.
For sure.
But as it is, there is a holding flag on the play, which I'm sure is going to be declined, and the ball will go over on downs.
Yeah, 100%. I'll tell you what, though, Sedetic on the right side was very close to being offsides. So I don't think they are calling that on him. That's Rams ball.
They would have blown it dead.
Yeah.
Here in high school on the offside.
He came off like a bat out of hell, and I was like, I hope they don't throw it at him. They didn't, thankfully.
So ball's going to go over on down. 6:16 left in this third quarter. Again, the Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 21 and Jackson Milton nothing. So the Ram offense going to take over. Sitting in the catbird seat, Matt, up 21-0.
Yep, and you just mentioned, one of the worst things that could happen for the Blue Jays is for them not to be able to get that new set of downs and the Rams to get it back. Well, here we are.
Bingham at quarterback. Sidecar to the left. 3 tight ends. Faking the handoff. Back to pass. Looking deep. Has a man wide open.
Oh.
And Schaefer
got it.
Schaefer made the catch. Knocked away as they hit the ground. Matt, the problem with Caden Schaefer, he's too fast. He outran that one.
Yeah, he had to slow down.
Had to wait for it to come down. Landon Bingham put everything he had into that throw.
And he put it right where he needed to as well.
The ball fell incomplete at the 20-yard line. Could have been a 47-yard gain, but unfortunately, 2nd and 10.
Who was it? Was it Rosie? The other receiver last year?
Yes, there was.
He
also
was
a Rosie,
so
yes.
fast that he had that problem sometimes.
That little pop play that they would run.
He was always catching amazing passes. That's too bad, man. He had it, as you said. He just had to slow down. If he wouldn't have been so fast off the ball, he would have caught it in stride and scored.
Well, Matt, somebody called timeout, but I've got no idea. I didn't hear the official announce anything.
No, I didn't either. I would have taken a break.
I don't see anybody hurt as we have 6:07 left in the third. But Matt, when you're up 21-0, big change of possession play, why not take a shot deep?
Right. Oh, for sure. I mean, this is the time right now for Coach Hake that they can pin their ears back and start doing a little more offensively, start sending more blitzes and different kind of packages on defense that normally you wouldn't in a close game.
All right, 2nd and 10. Deli into the game. He's going to take the snap, go off of right guard, get contacted up around the 40. Looks like they're only going to give him the 29, but we'll call it a gain of 6. So 3rd and 4 upcoming for the Rams.
He is just so dangerous. Last week he was averaging like 8 yards a play.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Deli again off the right side. Has the first down as he fell forward across the 43. He fell to the 44. 5-yard gain and a first down.
Where is that number?
Deli again on the snap. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Going to take it off the right side again. This time he is met by David Osborne right at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Ethan Deli. 2nd and 10.
Lane Taylor last play had the tackle. This is kind of a situation of, they couldn't stop us last week when he was running the ball. He was averaging like 8 to 9 yards every time he carried the ball. And you have a mind, well, they can't stop us, so we'll just run it until they do.
And, of course, Ethan Deli had the 2 touchdown passes last week as well. Under 5 minutes left in the third. 2nd and 10.
And he was our other player of the game, of course.
Deli with it, sidecar to the right, brings Rakic in motion, hands the ball off to him. Rakic around the corner, has midfield, up near the first down marker.
Oh,
in fact, I think he might have got it.
I love seeing 24 get the ball. Wow, I didn't know that he was able to get it. Great job. I'm going to tell you what, Mom, Julie Rakic, I'm sure you're listening. He is having an amazing game tonight, offensively and defensively. I'm thinking of some of my possible game players of the game right now.
Called a gain of 11 for Rakic. He got to the Milton 45. Here they fake the jet around to Rakic, and it's Deli up the middle. Deli gets submarined as he crossed the 40. Looks like he got a gain of about 8 to the 37-yard line of Jackson Milton.
Some great blocking coming off the line. Jackson Geddes came off the line on the left side out of his wide receiver or his tight end position, and he is a big boy, 6'2", 210, threw a nice block on the outside linebacker.
Deli's still a quarterback. Sidecar to the left is Holbrook. They're going to bring Schaefer in motion. He'll take it on the jet. Holbrook, lead blocker. Schaefer cuts up the middle. He has green grass. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown.
Wow, he is so fast. That was just absolutely perfect. Mighty Mouse scores again. He strikes again. He is absolutely... Let me tell you something. It does not matter his size. He plays 5 times bigger than he is, and that's what makes him so dangerous too. Is you got the guys across from going, who is this little guy? Next thing you know, that happens.
37-yard touchdown run for Caden Schaefer. Steven Gutierrez on for the extra point. Deli to hold. Snap back, ball down. The kick is up. The kick is... no good, wide to the right. 3:31 left in the third quarter. Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 27, Jackson Milton nothing. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive. Their mission is simple. honest, reliable, and reputable service in a family-oriented environment where you'll always feel informed and confident about your repair and maintenance needs. From new tires and oil changes to batteries, fluid pumps, and more, they value long-lasting relationships with their customers, community, and suppliers. Call 330-349-0111 or stop in today. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive, keeping you and your family on the road.
7-play, 67-yard drive that took 2:22 off the clock. Ends in the 37-yard touchdown run for Caden Schaefer. Steven Gutierrez's extra point was no good. 3:31 left in the third. Phil Lappin Sun Plumbing scoreboard says Mineral Ridge 27, Jackson Milton nothing, and Braylon Calgar drives it deep. Be fielded by Hines at the 11-yard line. 20, 25, 30. Wrapped up and goes down at the 35-yard line.
Nice tackle by number 2, Jesse Rossi, coming across and getting a great shot on, who was the ball carrier again?
Leo Hines.
Yeah, Leo Hines definitely is going to be feeling that one in the morning.
Matt, I'd like to read you the drive chart for Mineral Ridge tonight if I could. Touchdown, touchdown, interception, touchdown, touchdown.
Wow.
It's not bad.
Not at all.
1st and 10 for Jackson Milton, ball at their own 35. McDevitt gets the snap, hands it off to Osborne, squeaks through up to the 40 for a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that was Preston Holbrook. Yeah, Preston Holbrook on the tackle because he has that big club, that cast on his left arm. So that makes it a lot easier to see when he makes a tackle. And he has no problem taking the ball with that thing.
150 yards rushing tonight. No problems at all carrying the football.
I wonder what happened.
Only has 7 carries, though.
Yeah, right.
Shotgun 3 wide receivers. Tight end left. Tight end comes in motion out to the near side, and they're going to hand it off to Osborne up the middle. Hit, but squeaks through up and gets first down yardage. He's going to cross the 45. They'll give him the 46. Call it a gain of 6. First down, Blue Jays.
And that was number 51, I believe, on the tackle. That was Justin Sedetic on the tackle for the Rams.
And, Matt, they ended up putting the ball down right on the 45, which was just enough for first down yardage. So call it a gain of 5 on 2nd and 5. 1st and 10 now for the Blue Jays.
Sedetic is having a very good game tonight as well.
Shotgun 3 wide receivers. Twins left. Sidecar to the left is Rossi. McDevitt back to pass, looking for Hines. Pressured, rolls out to the left, gets past Chase Moore. Gets past the line of scrimmage. Big hit coming up was Derek Rakic. McDevitt spun off of it and crossed midfield to the Mineral Ridge 49-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 6.
I'm going to tell you what, I can guarantee when people run this part back of the game, when they're watching and listening, you will hear.
Matt, we heard it over here. We heard it.
Wow. He is, as I said, I'm like a broken record. Derek Rakic is having a just amazing night, a banner night. So, Mom, if you're listening, wow.
2nd and 4 for the Blue Jays. Shotgun 3 wide, Twins right, tight end left. Sidecar to left for McDevitt. And he hands it off to Osborne, who gets hit after a gain of 3. We'll call it 3rd and 1.5. Depends where they put the ball down. No, 3rd and 2.
And that was Derek Rakic again on the tackle for the Rams as he was leaving the field after that hit.
Osborne now up to 10 carries and 52 yards. 3rd down for the Blue Jays. They're 4 for 8 on 3rd down tonight.
I'm sorry, that was not him leaving the field. He's still in there.
Shotgun. 3 wide receivers, Twins left, tight end left, sidecar left for the Blue Jays. McDevitt's going to keep it. He danced backward, goes forward, tackled by Rakic. Matt, I don't think he got it.
No, he did not, and that was because of number 24, the Wall. I mean, wow.
Matt, Derek Rakic is putting some tape out tonight.
Oh, he is putting on a clinic for linebacker all the young kids that are playing, little league football, watch number 24, guys. I'm sure they are.
Matt, that is going to be how the third quarter ends. We will go to the fourth and check the Dunlap & Son Plumbing scoreboard. It says Mineral Ridge 27, Jackson Milton nothing. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Dunlap & Son Plumbing is a local business that repairs water and drain lines, and they are also state certified to install backflow devices. If you need installation for faucets, toilets, and water heaters, Dunlap & Son Plumbing are the ones to call. They are fully bonded and insured, offer a full 24-hour emergency service, and able to give you free estimates for all your plumbing needs. Call Dunlap & Son Plumbing at 330-718-8650 or 330-406-8820.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
Back at Joe Lane Stadium, Easy Whittaker Field, Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting, hosted by Just Football with Matt Emch on YouTube. Matt, 4th and 2 for Jackson Milton. Ball at the Ram 47-yard line. They need the 45. You and I were talking off the air. It'd be a great time to go for play action.
Yep.
But Jack McDevitt hasn't had any time in the pocket really tonight.
No, the defensive line for the Rams have been making his night a complete and utter nightmare. The last time he went back for a pass, Chase Moore blew the offensive lineman past him about 7 yards, and he fell on the ground, and then Chase started to chase him like Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th.
Blue Jays are 0 for 1 on 4th down, didn't click on their last drive. McDevitt in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, twins right, and a Ram just jumped. That was Blake Basista went across. McDevitt got him to jump, and that will be a free 5 yards and a first down. And that, Matt, you know it, that's going to drive Andy Hake absolutely insane.
Yeah, and, that's Chase Moore coming out. And who is that coming in for him? I can't see the number. Oh, that's Derek Rakic coming in. So they have a faster, lighter defense on the field. I mean, he knew how they've been playing, pin their ears back. They've been giving him a lot of pressure. Good job.
McDevitt gets the snap, looking left under pressure, and down he goes.
Derek Rakic.
Back across midfield.
He is a man possessed.
They're not going to give him across midfield. They're going to say forward progress is the Jackson Milton 49-yard line.
Wow.
So loss of 7 on the play, and 2nd and 17.
And there is every reason to be Derek Rakic going off in the defensive secondary. He is excited as heck. He should be.
And Matt, that was almost a lookout block by the Jackson Milton offensive line because there were about 4 Rams that got through quickly. 3 wide receivers for the Blue Jays. McDevitt back to pass. Under pressure again. Breaks a tackle. Going to start to scramble. Gets actually past the line of scrimmage. Great hustle there by McDevitt. Made a couple of men miss. Able to work it up to the 44-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 5, but it's still 3rd and 12.
That was actually who almost got the sack there. That was Blake Basista, just a hair away from getting a sack. He had a beautiful blitz package, came right through the B gap, and oh my God, I could see how big quarterback's eyes were from there. Jack McDevitt just made it getting away from him.
And Brian Shaner's going to have to burn a timeout. Play clock was running out, so we will step aside. 10:23 left in the 4th. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Do you crave mysteries? Are you fascinated by the unexplained? Then summon your courage and plunge into the deep, dark abyss of what lurks beneath. A YouTube channel that dives into the unexplained, the supernatural, eyewitness reports, and more. The real question is, can you handle the truth? Simply search What Lurks Beneath on YouTube, if you think you're brave enough.
Final from USA Hockey Arena. Phantoms win in a shootout 4-3.
Oh, yeah.
Phantoms lift their preseason record to 2-1. All right, 3rd and 13, Molt the 45. Shotgun 4 wide receivers for McDevitt. Sidecar to the left. And McDevitt back to pass, has a man on the slant. That is caught. Hauled in by Osborne. He has the first down as he got inside the 30 down to the 27. 18-yard gain when they needed 13, and a first down for the Blue Jays.
Here's a score that, we definitely need to know. The McDonald Blue Devils and the Blue Devils of Western Reserve in the third quarter. McDonald up 42-14.
Ooh, the Blue Devils
They're killing people
McDonald
this year.
have been just straight up dominating all season. Shotgun for McDevitt. He'll hand it off. Up the middle goes Osborne, but he hits a host of tacklers. Matt, you're never going to guess who's on the bottom of the pile.
Could it be number 24?
I do believe you are correct. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play.
I'm going to tell you what. We were talking while we were off air for commercials. I lost count. He is for sure solo tackle wise getting to or past 15. He has a sack. He has tons of pressures. He is having the best game of his career right now, putting on a clinic defensively.
9 minutes left in the fourth. 2nd and 10 for the Blue Jays. But we have whistles. Play clock hit 0. Was it reset properly?
8:54 left in the fourth quarter. Blue Jays have one timeout left.
And there goes the flag. Delay a game on the Blue Jays. Matt, walk it back.
Yeah, they are definitely starting to break. When we see this in every level, high school, college, pros, you get to this point in the night when a team has been dominating, especially when they dominate on the line and the other team just starts, hands on the hips, their heads are down, making mental errors. They're hurting. They're exhausted. That's where the Blue Jays are right now.
2nd and 15. Ball at the 32. Shotgun. 4 wide receivers. Trips right. Sidecar left. McDevitt back to pass, looking right, throwing right, has a man in the middle again. That was Osborne. Nice form tackle by Owen Silak, but the gain is down to the 21-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 11. It'll be 3rd and 4.
And Derek Rakic came in on a pressure on a blitz, and he almost got for him. He definitely caused the play to be, forced, but great pass by McDevitt. He has had a great night for the Blue Jays. The only bright spot, I would say.
McDevitt 6 for 14 passing for 76, 23 carries and 108 yards rushing. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar to the right is Rozzi. McDevitt going to keep it, then he pitches it back to Rozzi, who gets contacted at the 20. Maybe fell forward to the 19. We'll see where they put it. On both side judges walking across the 20. We'll call it a gain of 1 on the option.
Tell you what, Christian Dunlap threw a mean tackle.
4th and 3. 7:40 left in this fourth quarter. And Matt, I don't want to be dramatic, but this very well could be the ball game right here.
Oh, for sure.
If the helps were small for Jackson Milton when Mineral Ridge scored the last touchdown, but this may very well put an end to it here. Shotgun, tight end right, 3 wide receivers, and Matt, I think Mineral Ridge jumped again.
Yep, give him another present. Watch the darn ball. And I know Coach Hake is going crazy right now. Because that's just a mental error from a team that should not be making mental errors right now.
As good as the past few quarterbacks for Mineral Ridge have been at drawing people offside, they practice against it all the time.
Owen Shingledecker, the greatest high school quarterback I've ever seen at making teams jump. You'd think they would be aware.
1st and 10, ball at the 15. They'll bring a man in motion. That is Hines, and they'll hand it to him on the jet. Forced backward, holding flag thrown as Hines tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2. But, Matt, this is coming back 10.
Oh, yeah. Thomas Kanowski was getting held horribly by number 21, Zach Johnson.
So, Matt, that actually ended up being a loss of 7 back to the 22. They're actually going to decline the penalty and take the down and the yardage. Only talking about 3 yards, so why not take the down?
Right.
So 2nd and 17. Ball at the 22-yard line. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Trips right. Sidecar to the left is Rossi for McDevitt. Back to pass, looks across the middle, and that is out of the reach of Osborne. And Matt, Christian Dunlap read that pass because that's the same pass play they've run 4 times in a row.
Yeah, and that's a sign of a smart player that if you aren't starting to recognize it by then, that you shouldn't be in on defense. And, you pick up on cues. There's also little ways that all the different players, from linemen to the specialty players, when you run different plays, you have a tell. So, of course, they start to pick up on that.
Pass stopped, clock stopped on the incomplete pass. 6:41 left in the 4th. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, twins to each side this time. Sidecar to the left is Rossi. McDevitt back to pass, looking left, has time. Rolling to the right now, still with time. Has a man in the end zone, caught.
Nope.
He dropped it, Matt. He was wide open.
He had it.
I want to say that was it Fischel? Yes, number 6, J.J. Fischel. All by himself, 3 yards deep in the end zone, and the pass fell to the turf.
Yeah, he even went to the ground to kind of, baby it catch in his gut so that he could use his legs and his elbows, but it just bounced out.
4th and 17. Ball at the 22-yard line, 6:33 left in the 4th. I think Andy Hake wants to talk about it. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting.
Planet 412 is your channel through the veil, where cryptids walk, UFOs soar, and the paranormal whispers in the dark. From chilling storytelling, eerie narrations, and on-location investigations, to live streams, exclusive interviews, and shocking reviews of the bizarre, Planet 412 is your front row seat to the supernatural. Subscribe now, Planet 412 on YouTube. Do you believe? Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done. This one's for Derek Rakich. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams.
Fourth and 17 for the Blue Jays. Welcome back into Joe Lane Stadium, E.C. Whittaker Field. Matt Lipcsak, Matt Emch here with you. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Football Game of the Week. Ball on the Ram 22-yard line. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Twins right, tight end left, sidecar right is Osborne for McDevitt. Back to pass, looking right, has time, now throwing over the middle. Intercepted in the end zone by Owen Silak. He'll bring it out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, where he's tackled by Osborne. Flags on the play.
Yeah, I think there was an illegal block by one of the Rams on the run back. Man, Owen Silak was one arm away from breaking that. Hey, we have a quick update on the Battle of 224. 28-13, the Canfield Cardinals up on Poland in the fourth quarter. Told you.
So we do have a block in the back on Ridge.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. And, you know, one of the funny, or if you're the guy getting caught, not funny things is a lot of these, every single block in the back tonight has been right in front of the ref. This, I tell you what, we knocked on wood, but it didn't work, Matt. This fourth quarter has been slow.
So they're going to bring it back to the 9-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. Handoff to Caden Schaefer on the jet. Has a hole, but it closed quickly as he spun down up at the 14-yard line, but it is a gain of 5. So 2nd and 5 as we tick inside of 6 minutes left in the fourth. And Matt, there's nothing Andy Hake wants more than to just take the air out of this football and not let the Blue Jays offense touch it again.
Yeah, exactly. Pin their ears back and just have fun, but score.
Going off the left side is Schaefer again, as Deli's still at quarterback. Schaefer gain of maybe 2 or 3 on the play. Looks like they're going to give him the 17. We will call it a gain of 3, 3rd and 2. See, they say Chandler Bussey. I swore that was Caden Schaefer. But, you know, they are about the same height, Matt.
Right.
Shotgun for Deli. The sidecar to the left will be Bussey as Schaefer is split out here wide to the right. And Deli's going to keep it. Goes off the left side. Has the first down as he is spun down across the 20 up near the 24. Needed 2, got about 7.
He is just so fast. The line doing a great job at getting a hat on a hat. That's exactly what they need to do. And also milk this clock so we can finally make this win official for the Rams.
Deli 6 carries for 29 yards right now. First and 10 for Mineral Ridge. Ball at their own 24. 4:30 left in the fourth. Sidecar to the right is Bussey. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers. Twins right. Low snap. Deli able to get it away. He's going to roll out to pass. Looking deep. Ball is picked off by Leo Hines at the 45-yard line. Brings it back to the Ridge 30 and falls forward to about the 26. Matt, that one was underthrown as it was intended for Nick Anderson.
It absolutely was. That was actually, in my opinion, a lazy pass. He did not check his different receivers off. He just had his decision made from the time he snapped. Actually, before, he was staring down his receiver from the line of scrimmage, and they saw it.
So Leo Hines with a 28-yard interception return, his second interception of the night, might I add. Actually, check that 27-yard returns. They put the ball down at the Ram 28-yard line. 4:07 left in the fourth. As McDevitt gets around the corner to the left side. 15, 10, 1st and goal. As he's taken out of bounds by Preston Holbrook.
At least there for the Blue Jays, it looks, unless the Rams defense bends but doesn't break again. But if they do get a touchdown, this is a touchdown to at least save a little face, to be able to tell themselves at least we stepped up, got the turnover, and a touchdown out of it.
Jack McDevitt, 24 carries for 126. First and goal, they marked it to 10. 3 wide receivers. Handoff goes to Osborne off the left side. Gets down to the 2. Second and goal upcoming.
If it wasn't for guess who?
Was it Derek Rakic?
Derek Rakic, he would have for sure gotten in the end zone.
So second and goal upcoming. Clock will say inside of 3 minutes by the time the Blue Jays snap it. Jackson Milton trying to put a dent on their side of the Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, twins right, tight end left is Rossi. Sidecar to the left of McDevitt is Osborne. Read option, Osborne up the middle. Stood up and taken down, no gain on the play.
He lost a half a yard.
They say hit first by Tanner Sharp. Actually, Matt, he did lose a full yard on the play. So excellent penetration by the Ram defensive line. Third goal, ball at the 3, 2:15 and moving on the fourth quarter clock. Sidecar to the right of McDevitt is Osborne. He's going to keep it himself off the left side. Nothing doing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Matt, we talked a little bit ago how everything McDevitt has done has been off the right side of the offensive line. Here they've tried the left twice, and they've gotten -1 yards.
Yeah, they have. This defense is proving that they are a bend, not break. I really love when I see defenses like this, that they are able to, shut a team down that looks like there's no way they're not going to get a touchdown. Man, they are definitely starting to come into their own.
8 seconds left on the play clock as Jackson Milton breaks the huddle. Sidecar to the right is Rossi, 4 wide receivers. McDevitt just gets the play off, back to pass, rolling right, under pressure, sacked in the backfield, Chase Moore.
Wow, what a stand. He was right there on the end zone line. He was right, on the 1 at one point? 2-yard line. Where was he the closest?
They got up to the 2.
2, and it looked like, of course, over here, we're on the away side, they just, the Blue Jay fans thought it was just going to happen. Oh, at least we could get a score here. It's still a shutout. Defense very proud. Don't want to let any kind of point go up so they can hold on to that shutout. And with 1:11 left and getting the ball back, guess what? They're going to hold on to the shutout.
Matt, every coach's favorite play to call, victory formation upcoming.
And very, very deserved. What a great performance. 2 weeks in a row. This week, even more impressive by the Rams. What 2, not 1, 2 goal line stands. How awesome for that defense.
It'll be Landon Bingham to do the honors. There's the first knee. One more, Matt, and we can put this one to bed.
I am absolutely just so impressed by the Rams on all 3 phases of the game. But this defense has proven. I challenged them in the second quarter, third, I think it was the second. Are you guys a bend but not break defense? Can you really stop a good offense or just an offense on the goal line? And they did.
Game clock is under 40. Landon Bingham takes one more knee, and Matt, that will do it.
Wow.
We'll check the Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard and give you tonight's final. Mineral Ridge 27 and Jackson Milton nothing. Back in a couple minutes for the postgame show. You've been listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting, hosted by Just Football with Matt Emch on YouTube.
Looking for an electrician you can trust? For over 49 years, W.T. Leone's Tri-Area Electric Company, Inc. has proudly served Mahoning, Trumbull, Columbiana, Mercer, and Lawrence counties. We're family and locally owned, offering free estimates, and we're fully bonded and insured. Whether it's commercial, residential, or industrial, our team has got you covered day or night with 24-hour emergency service. Call us today at 330-744-0151 or visit triareaelectric.com. That's Tri-Area Electric, keeping your home and business powered safely since 1976.
Back at Joe Lane Stadium, Easy Whittaker Field. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch here with you. You've been listening to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Ram Game of the Week here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting, hosted by Just Football with Matt Emch on YouTube. Your final score here tonight in MVAC Scarlet play, Mineral Ridge 27 and Jackson Milton nothing, as we take a look at that Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard. Let's get you a scoring recap from tonight's game. 6:43 left in the first quarter. Landon Bingham, a 1-yard touchdown run. Steven Gutierrez's extra point is good. 7-0 Ridge. 9:01 left in the second quarter. 16-yard touchdown run by Preston Holbrook. Steven Gutierrez's extra point is good. 14-0 Ridge at the half. 10:59 left in the third quarter. Just the second offensive play of the third quarter. Preston Holbrook goes 79 yards, practically untouched for the touchdown. Steven Gutierrez's extra point is good. 21-0 Rams. 3:31 left in the third. Caden Schaefer takes the jet sweep, 37 yards for the touchdown. Steven Gutierrez's extra point is no good. And that is how we got to our 27-0 final. You know, Matt, let's go ahead and take another look at that drive chart for Mineral Ridge here tonight. Touchdown, touchdown, interception, touchdown, touchdown, interception, victory formation.
Absolutely, completely dominating. I am so impressed, as you can hear the Ram faithful and see them on the camera across the way. I love this new thing that the Rams do, by the way. After they do the alma mater, they file into the stands and they run and go to the student section. It's a whole celebration. This is how we did it at YSU in the 90s when we went to 4 straight national championships. Everybody was a part, and it made a difference, and that's what they're doing. I love it.
So let's take a look at the team stats for tonight's game. Jackson Milton actually had a 15-13 edge in first downs. They were 5 for 13 on third down, 0 for 3 on fourth. Ridge was 2 for 4 on third and 2 for 2 on fourth. Ridge outgained Jackson Milton 299 to 263 passing yards, 76 to 19 edge for the Blue Jays. Rushing yards 280 to 187 in favor of the Rams. Rams averaged 9.0 yards per carry. Blue Jays averaged 4.3. 4 penalties on Jackson Milton for 30 yards, 9 penalties for 77 yards on Mineral Ridge. Ridge had 2 turnovers. Each quarterback threw an interception. 1 turnover for the Blue Jays. That was an interception for Owen Silac. Steven Gutierrez was 3 for 4 on extra points. 0 punts, as we mentioned, for the Rams offense tonight. 3 punts for the Blue Jays. Landon Bingham was 2 for 4 passing for 19 yards and an interception. Ethan Deli 0 for 1 passing with an interception. Rushing stats for the Rams, Caden Schaefer, 5 carries for 59 yards, along with 37 and a touchdown. Landon Bingham, 3 carries for 11 yards and a touchdown. Ethan Deli, 6 carries for 29 yards. Chandler Bussey, 7 carries for 24 yards. Derek Rakic, 1 carry for 11. Preston Holbrook, 7 carries for 150 and 2 touchdowns. Caden Schaefer had the only 2 catches of the night for the Ram offense for those 19 yards. Jack McDevitt was 6 for 17 passing for 76 yards and an interception. David Osborne had 13 carries for 59 yards, an average of 4.5. Jack McDevitt had 26 carries for 122 yards, a long of 33, an average of 4.7. Leo Hines, 2 carries for -7. Braden Rossi, 3 carries for 13 yards. David Osborne, 3 catches for 58 yards, an average of 19.3. J.J. Fischel, 1 catch for 6 yards. Leo Hines, 2 catches for 12 yards. And Matt, that's it. That's all she wrote.
It was just such a butt whooping. They dragged them behind the woodshed and just laid it on them all night long. They had no answer. There were some drives with turnovers by the Rams that they had a chance of possibly getting some points. But as I spoke about and actually challenged over here, could the Rams defense start to become something special by having a goal line stand, a bend but not break defense, which is so important in Ohio, well, any state, but especially Ohio, with the playoffs? Man, you better have a bend but not break, kick ass, tie your hair back, pin your ears, and go get them defense. And they are starting to get that. The offense, it has like so many different heads. It's like a hydra, and it is very impressive. So many different players touch the ball. So many players have so much talent. I am just in awe, and they're getting improved every single game. And the 2 positions that I am absolutely stoked about is my brethren, the offensive and defensive lines. Coach Hake said before the season started, that's how we're going to hang our hats. That's how we're going to win games in the playoffs, is if we have our offensive and defensive lines step it up. I think we have good ones. We'll find out. Well, let me tell you something. They are dominating.
Pass pro is definitely a problem for the Jackson Milton Blue Jays here tonight. Let's go ahead and name our players of the game. Matt, I'm going to go ahead and take Preston Holbrook, who with a cast on his left arm, 7 carries for 150 and 2 touchdowns. And I don't know if we're going to be able to guess your player of the game, but I got nothing. Go ahead, give it to us.
Number 24, Derek Rakic, was a man possessed tonight. He played on both sides of the ball, did very impressively on offense. He got the ball. I was blown away at how fast he hit the hole, and he got a first down for them. But defense, he was the best defensive player tonight. They could not stop him. He was in on almost every play in the second half. I guarantee you he had a minimum 15 solo tackles. He had at least 1 sack, maybe 1 sack. And I'd love to know how many pressures he had tonight. So my player of the game, no surprise, number 24, Derek Rakic.
Rams will continue their season opening 5-game homestand. They'll wrap it up next week here against Waterloo. I will not be here. I will be calling the Phantoms game, their season opener down in Cranberry against the Tri-City Storm. So maybe at halftime, flip over to Western Reserve, catch some Phantoms action. But Matt, you will be here to call the game. Pre-game show goes on the air at 6:40 next Friday night.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. We're going to have a different person in the booth with me. So, we'll see how it goes. Tim Continenza, my old partner for years, he is calling games in Pennsylvania, and he couldn't make it with me. You got your buddy, Tony Romo, to come with me last week, and he did an absolute great job. But we are going to have one of Tim's buddies that is going to come in for it's 2 games, correct?
I am gone next week, but I will be back for the game at Lowville and the game at Camel Memorial. I believe Tim's friend will be here on the 10th, and then Anthony will be back for the Western Reserve game on the 17th, and then I will be back with you for senior night against McDonald.
Yeah, and this guy, Tim's buddy, is actually named Anthony as well. So I won't be confused with that. I will miss you, but we'll get it done until you come back. I have one other thing that I need to go over because it's getting, I should have announced it a little bit at the beginning of the year, but I wanted to watch things. And I've been sitting back and I've started to post about them now. If you look at the screen, if you are an offensive and a defensive lineman, I am watching all of you guys. And those of you that are aware, I give out an award called the Beast Lineman of the Year. I have given out 5 of them. This will be the 6th award that I give out this year, I believe. Ryan Allison from TV27 is always nice enough to put it on for me on their website, on the news. And if you guys want to prove that you are the best lineman, and listen, the guys I'm going to be watching are, first and foremost, the team we're watching, Mineral Ridge Rams football players, but I'm going to be watching every single lineman on every single team that the Rams play. I've already been checking some out. I would have to say there are a number of Rams players in the lead, but that can change very quick. I have nobody getting it right off the bat. You got to work hard. You want to be the beast, the best. Turn it on, guys. I'm watching.
You good?
We're good.
All right. Signing off until next week. Matt Lipcsak and Matt Emch, thank you for tuning in tonight, everybody. One more time, the final score from your Dunlap and Sun Plumbing scoreboard. Mineral Ridge 27 and Jackson Milton nothing. We'll catch you here from Joe Lane Stadium next Friday night. Sound out. Fade to black.
That's going to do it for tonight's Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Just Football with Matt Emch. A huge thank you to all of our sponsors for supporting the team and this channel. And most importantly, thank you to all of you for listening and being part of Friday Night Football. Don't forget, you can catch the full game replay anytime on Just Football with Matt Emch, found on YouTube. Until next time, this has been the Rams Game of the Week. We'll see you under the lights.